Are you there or thereabouts?
Well, if you're here, you've clicked on the right stream. And welcome to our second joint live stream together. I'm A View from the Stands, and tonight I'm joined with Sam, Redgate-Large. Before we go any further, please make sure to go down, hit the red subscribe button on both our channels. Of course, if you're watching on replay as well. And Monday Night Football's back. We love a bit of Monday Night Football, Sam.
Absolutely. One of the most fantastic times of the week, Monday Night Football. And like I tweeted earlier, who would you prefer to have, me and you or Neville and Carragher? That is the question. I think there's a bromance here that is just sort of starting to get somewhere.
Absolutely. They're old school, and they've even had to rope in Thierry Henry tonight to try and compete against us
Exactly.
in the Sky Sports studios. But yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have fun tonight. We'll make what I think is an interesting derby. As always, you have to keep remembering this is, well, they call it a rivalry, actually, don't they? The both sets of fans prefer us to call this a rivalry than an actual derby. So yeah, very interesting one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And to anyone who is watching on my stream, be sure to, if you haven't already, I'm sure you already have. I'm pretty certain more people will be going over to Josh's than coming over from mine to Josh's. But if you haven't, go and subscribe to Josh as well. That would be fantastic. And we will be having the return of the newly named NoWayJose halftime game. Last week we called it Jose or not Jose, but I've put my brain into action for once since I've left uni, and we've come up with a new name. So that is to stick around for at half time. So don't think just because me and Josh aren't, chatting about the football at half time to click off. There will be plenty of entertainment for you during that period of time. And I can see Grant has put in a score prediction. So good reminder there from Grant as well to make sure to put your score predictions in the comments as well. So, Josh, what are you thinking? I'm just gonna ask you this question about Brighton right now. What are you thinking about Brighton? They can go top of the league tonight with a win. Do you think they will do it?
They confuse me, Brighton. Listen, I've been banging on about this thing. Me and my mate, we talk about expected goals. And Brighton last year should have finished in the top 6 last season on expected goals, which basically means if you took your chances, they would have been top 6. But they didn't. This year, they've started pretty fast, pretty strong, got some good results. And how do I feel? I think maybe, actually, I was surprised they didn't sign a striker. The man they're playing against today, Edouard, I was pretty sure he was going to be playing for Brighton this year. Instead, he's playing for Palace. But is Neil Maupay finally going to step up? He could be the missing piece of the jigsaw. And I really, really rate Graham Potter. I don't know if anyone else does, but I really, really rate Graham Potter. I think he plays fantastic football. And if he can keep that final third end product being high delivery, who knows with Brighton? I'm not saying they're going to win the league.
I am.
Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything to play for. But we will jump into the teams in a second. We'll go through a few comments and then we will have a look at the team. So I'll just scroll up a little bit. I have managed to get my Mac working tonight on the comments. The other day, for some reason, Josh, I just couldn't scroll on any of them. So it just was stuck in the first 5 or 10 minutes. So we'll go back to wherever Grant was. Grant was saying 2-1 Brighton for his prediction tonight. Erin also says, hey, Sam and Josh, enjoy the match. Thank you, Erin. Fraser's on both streams. What a legend. Watching both. And you can't tell which is which. I mean, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? They're playing the same thing. Evening, Chris Wring. Lovely to see you. It's been a while. But here we are, both on each other's channel. Even better. Shah is going 2-0 to Brighton. Ooh. Fraser is going 2-1 to Palace. It just updated itself. Here we go. Gayback Gaming is also saying 2-1 to Brighton. So looks like very much a split tonight. Real Tom's rambling on about Arsenal and Spurs, of course. And Grant saying Brighton to finish in the top 4. And Shah is saying he rates Harry Potter. So,
I mean, I know what Grant's saying. I can see, top 4. They're going to do something special this year, Brian, I think, if they can keep it together. I think losing Ben White wasn't the issue, because actually defensively as well, they hardly conceded any shots against them. But it was always that end product that they were always missing. Is Danny Welbeck and Neil Maupay sustainable for a whole season? I don't know. And that's what's good about this game, is that we've got a real mixture of a youthful Crystal Palace team with, uncertainty of really what are Palace going to be like this season. Are they going to be, a yo-yo sort of side? But have got some special players in their ranks compared to a Brighton team that plays real good possession football. Looks beautiful when they play, but no real wow player at that other end. So this is why this game's interesting. I can see some more scorelines that have come in, which are really split as well. So, we've got Alan saying a 1-1 draw, Joel over 2-1 Palace. I still haven't made my mind up, to be honest, guys. I haven't made up my mind up yet of what my scoreline is going to be. And I'm sure when we go through the teams in a minute, that will help decide what's going there. So should we have a look through the team, Sam, and see what we're fancying in terms of those lineups and what the managers have chosen for tonight?
Absolutely. I will load it up right now for us. Here we go. So these are the teams for tonight. Josh, who is your favourite team out of the two? Who would you like to walk us through?
Well, I'll go Palace then. Why not? Because I'm first up, and go with the home team. But yeah, I mean, again with Palace, it's the tinkering of formation, it's that settling of the squad, and I think Vieira now has finally got his sort of clause on what he wants to play with Palace, which is that sort of 4-3-3 formation and getting his attackers and wide men. Of course, got Guaita in goal, pretty steady keeper. A back four of Ward, Anderson, Milivojevic, and Mitchell make up the not Milivojevic, Anderson and Gay make up the two central defenders, with Mitchell at the left back. I like Tyreek Mitchell. I think he's got a big future ahead of him, the young left back. I think he's a very strong player. And I like it. I like that he has been given more opportunity under Patrick Vieira. I know Roy Hodgson was keen about him. Patrick Van Aanholt came in and out of that team last year. But no, there's Patrick Van Aanholt. That looks strong. Gallagher, Milivojevic, and McCarthy in the midfield. Gallagher's the key man for me. Last year, Crystal Palace's midfield three was about as interesting as a white wall, right? You stare at it, you look at it and think, God, McCarthy, Milivojevic, or put Czech Queta in there. It's just solid. The wall's not going to let you down. It's a good foundation, but Gallagher's the spark. Gallagher is the box-to-box man you need in that team, and I like him a lot. Then this front three, when they swap Jordan Ayew for Berche Eze, oh, crikey, that could be a saucy front three. So Zaha, we've got Edward, and we've got Ayew up there. For me, if those guys click, damage. And I'd like to know what the comments think of that Palace team. Does that Palace team excite you? Do you think that front three, who, by the way, Brighton, behind Manchester City, concede the second least amount of shots faced on their own goal? Incredible record in the whole league. Brighton have the second fewest amount of shots on their goal per game, which actually I think, wow, testament to them. So I wonder if that Palace front three will do enough. And Sam, I'm sure you're going to lead us on to the opposition tonight, which is the Seagulls.
Absolutely. Just one question from me to you for this Crystal Palace side. As a Rangers fan, you will be very, very familiar with Edouard, obviously, at Celtic last season. What does he bring? Because clearly last season for Celtic, he was fantastic. What does he bring to this Crystal Palace side? And is he good enough to propel those, maybe up to a mid-table position this season?
Pace, power, and can finish. However, his last ever game against Rangers for Celtic, he couldn't hit a barn door. So that was great in the old firm. But no, pace, power, and he can finish. I think he's a little bit more classier than Benteke in terms of in front of goal, in terms of finishing. But his link-up play, I'm not so sure. And funny enough, they're just showing the Rangers versus Celtic game now, his last one of the season, Edouard on Sky. So it's almost like you timed that, Sam, or some of his highlights. But
almost as if I knew it was coming.
There we go. But so listen, classy finisher. But let's see how much he can link up the play. That's my one question over him. But should we get on to the other bird, the not so mighty bird of the seagull, and see what you reckon of that?
we'll dive into Brighton, and we spoke earlier, and I said about them, they can go top. Obviously, we're all sort of, half joking about this, but they can go top tonight with a win. And what's to say that they can't beat this Crystal Palace side? You look at the team, they've got Robert Sanchez in goal, who has been pretty much there or, well, to quote Josh, there or thereabouts for the whole sort of last season. He was fantastic. And this season, he will do the same. Fantasy football people absolutely love and adore him. He makes tons of saves, and he's an all-round half-decent goalkeeper, isn't he? And he will do a job. And then you look at this defensive sort of three at the back, and you're not winning a header against Lewis Dunk, Dan Burn, and Shane Duffy. Let's be completely real about that. Maybe what they lack in defence, and maybe this is why odds on Edouard starts over Benteke tonight, is that pace. And of course, they can all shift when they want to. It's just whether they want to that often. But it is a very strong defensive 3 or defensive 5 with Joel Veltman and Cucurella, the summer signing, both coming in. So there's a lot of talent, and defensively, they are one of the most solid defenses you will look at in terms of lower down the division, outside of your top 6, top 8, top half. Moving on to the midfield, it does look like a 3-4-1-2. This could change depending on where Adam Lallana, even Pascal Gross can play in this team. But it does look like a 3-4-1-2 according to SofaScore, with Adam Lallana and Pascal Gross in the middle. Two very, very good players there on the ball, and they will be able to break up and distribute the play nicely and get the ball forward into more attacking areas. And then we look at probably the star man of this team, Leandro Trossard. He is a very, very good player on the ball. We've maybe not seen him hit a consistent run of form in a Brighton shirt. He had a purple patch last season where he did pretty well, scoring a couple of goals, getting a couple of assists. But tonight could be the night for him to, he's, as you can see so far this season, 7.12, not been in bad form, but it could be the night for him to get a good goal against a big rival, and it could lead on to better things. I say this every week. Tonight could be the night for Timo Werner. Tonight could be the night for Leandro Trossard as well. Not like I'm comparing the two of them to each other. Trossard any day of the week. And then up front, we have Neil Maupay and Danny Welbeck, two completely contrasting strikers in terms of one of them who should score more goals but doesn't, and one of them who should score less goals but scores goals when he gets the opportunities in Danny Welbeck. So it's a very evenly balanced sort of team, but also there isn't that much star quality when you look at them. Yeah, got to agree. And my little boo there, Maupay, pantomime villain. I think he winds up a lot of fans. And I must say, by the way, Brighton's away kit. I love this kit they've got tonight. They're playing in like their turquoisey blue one, which is sensational. The teams are out and ready to rock and roll. But I've got to agree. Right, everyone, big up to a load of you in the chat. Thank you for coming across the channels, both of you. Joel Oliver hates seagulls. Are always pestering around you for your spare chips. Yeah, I can't look at seagulls either. I don't actually get pigeons and seagulls. Confuse me, basically. I don't know what their existence is, but why do we have pigeons and seagulls? Who knows? And big up to a lot of you who are in and around. Of course, Fraser has put Sam's link in the chat. If anyone who's in my chat and hasn't subscribed to that, then do. But look, Conor Gallagher, I'm going to go my score prediction. I'm going to say the man to watch tonight, I think it's Wilfried Zaha. He's going to sprinkle some little bit of sauce, a bit of salt into these Palace wounds. And I'm going to go with a big surprise here. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Crystal Palace win. I know some of you put it. I know some of you put about some Palace in there. My mind's been on Brighton, but I've just changed my mind the last minute. I don't know why, but I went there, changed my mind. And Zaha is going to score a penalty. I saw Curve say about that as well. So Zaha penalty, and I think he's going to have his little say. What about you then, Sam, as we're approaching kickoff, as they're about to do that? Well, I was picking up Brighton anyway, so I'm going to have to back Brighton, and we're going to be sat in opposite corners of the ring over here. And I am confident in this Brighton side. As much as I want Wilfried Zaha to score for fantasy football reasons, I think it will be 3-1 Brighton. I think there'll be a
Ooh.
few goals in this game. Might get a little bit fiery.
Yeah. Right, in the chat, get your first goal scorer. Let's see if anyone can pick the first goal scorer, if we're going to go similar. Do we think it might be one of the big centre-halves? Because we are underway now. The clock has just started, and Brighton are going to have a throw in here. But do we think one of the centre-halves is going to get up and win a big corner? And there, they've got a lot of height on the pitch today. Or do we think it's going to be Edouard, Zaha, Welbeck? Get in the comments. We'll get them up on the screen as you do that. And big up to all of you who are in here tonight, because we got to make Monday Night Football a bit of fun for you. And already Brighton trying to get in behind. But does anyone else, is there anyone else in here who doesn't like Neil Maupay? Let me know. I saw someone else put boo Maupay. I just can't look at the bloke. He really does matter. And he started on Villa once, and I couldn't look at him from there. But well, we got some in terms of goal scorers. We've got quite a few goal scorers coming in.
Yeah.
Comments there.
So we've got Grant, who is saying Danny Welbeck for the first goal scorer this evening. I'm assuming this is Zaha to score.
Zaha.
Ian McCartney saying there. 3-2, and Conor Gallagher is special.
He is after.
Welbeck from AJ as well.
Big up AJ, Villa fan.
Hudson Edouard, 5 minutes in. Penalty, first goal. Curley's gone. He is gone. Very, very accurate. He reckons he knows what's happening. I mean, if that happens, Curley, we're coming back for the lotto numbers in a minute. Fraser's booing Zaha as well. And Fraser also says Danny Welbeck makes him sick. So he's going with Zaha as the first goal as well. So
chance here for Palace. Mitchell's around the edge of the box here. Let's see what Tyreek Mitchell does. Yeah, the attack died there, but he does give it to Zaha. Zaha into, is it McCarthy or McCarthy? It's McCarthy now, isn't it? Not McCarthy.
Yeah.
Here is Conor Gallagher. It's all Palace at the moment. And they win an early corner here. Now, this is the threat, isn't it? This is what Palace, they've got more height now with Gabe, with Anderson. They've got a few more aerial presence. And let's see if we can get an early goal here in this proceedings. A good start from... Good start here from Palace. Big up to all of you in the chat tonight. I do appreciate it. RFC is asking, is Edouard on the bench? No, the main man is starting. Number 22 on his shirt, RFC. Corner comes in. Shocking corner. Everyone went to the front post and went to the back post, but Gallagher recycles. And as we said, guys, at the start, Brighton have the second fewest amounts of shots on their goal behind Man City per game so far. That's an incredible stat. I mean, Man City's was a joke. I think Man City averaged one shot per game on their goal so far across their opening 5 now. We game week 5 or game week 6, something crazy like that.
6, I think we're just.
And Brighton a second. I think that's unreal. It really is.
I mean, they could go top tonight. So,
it's all Palace at the moment, guys. All Palace bombarding this Brighton box here. And I just think, can they be patient tonight and pull not like that, not a pass like that? They won't. And interesting that Welbeck still gets into this Brighton team, and he's coming forward here, Sam. Welbeck skips past Ward, chance for Maupay and Welbeck. Maupay on ball there. Yeah, boo. And then Maupay's kicking off. Oh my God, he's just been chucked to the floor by Anderson. Love that, Anderson. My hero already. He's getting in Neil Maupay's face there. It's a bit of like ping pong in and around the edge of the box. Maupay and Welbeck tried to link up. I think the referee does eventually give it as a handball against Maupay. But then Maupay sort of doesn't give Palace the ball. And Anderson, the centre-half, just chucks Maupay to the floor. It's quite funny, actually. Yeah, he does. He really isn't having any of Neil Maupay and goes, hey, you, sit down. So, yeah, that could have got fruity there. But I love that. I love that, actually.
Doesn't take much for Maupay, though, does it? It doesn't take much for him to get in that zone and to start kicking off and getting fiery. That is the one thing. Just going back to Danny Welbeck, I have an absolutely brilliant moment on one of my streams. I got one of my mates who was a Man United fan on, and he was going, "Oh, Danny Welbeck, Man United, it was too big for Man United, was too big for him, blah, blah, talking all this." And with that, the ball crossed in, and Danny Welbeck headed the ball into the back of the net.
Love that. Yeah, and Curve says, Welbeck has shown a new trick or two this season. Arsenal's way too big for him. Yeah, the move, I never felt that move to Arsenal ever felt right. From Manchester United to Arsenal, never looked right at all. But yeah, it's interesting. And Chris Ring saying, ball in play and that's a pen. It is sort of. It was a bit of a mad one by Anderson. Really, he really does just chuck Mopé to the floor, like unnecessarily, almost in that sense. And because the ball was out of play, he gets away with it. But a moment of madness. Oh my God, Trossard against Gay there, and just so I mean, I know Gay and Anderson have come in at Palace. Do you think centre half is definitely a position that Palace needs to strengthen in the sort of pre-season? Well, obviously from last season where they were. I mean, they had Tompkins, they had Cahill, Shep Kouyaté. It was a bit old and rusty, wasn't it, back there?
Yeah, it was sort of a defence that was, the best way to put it was a defence that was going out of style and maybe had their better days behind them. Gary Cahill's now doing all right in the Championship, and I think that's maybe where he's at now, going into the twilight of his career. But I think they've bought wisely. I think they've bought some young lads with experience.
Sorry, chance for Edouard there.
I think they've bought some young lads with experience, and as a result of that, they're now looking, probably for me, I'd say they look stronger because they have that longevity of the career.
Absolutely. I think Kelly's telling me, because I think she's trying to text me, but dinner's in the oven, basically. I saw she popped up in the stream. But yeah, dinner's in the oven. But it is a Palace corner. And again, ball came over for Edouard. He jumps too early, actually, in my opinion. He jumps a little bit too early for the header. But they do win a corner here, Palace. And Milivojevic is going to swing this one in. And he does so. And it's again, what are these corners? Everyone keeps going to the front post and the ball's going to the back post. Bit of miscommunication here. And Mitchell fires it out to Milivojevic again. Milivojevic goes back into Ayew. Chance here for Palace, maybe. Ayew still on the box, looking to almost go down. It was like he was looking for a foul on him there, which was weird. Still Palace, guys, in around the box. It's another terrible cross. But Brighton are a bit slow here coming out to the ball. Still Palace on the 18-yard box. Gallagher shoots! And what a block that is by, I think, the captain, Lewis Dunk, who heads it for a corner. But my first instincts in this first, 7 minutes is, guys, Brighton really slow to get out into the wide areas. They're pretty compact. They're defending their 18-yard box. But I just think, Sam, they're giving Palace way too much time in these wide areas. I don't know what you think. To actually allow them to pick out a cross. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, it looks dominant so far from Crystal Palace. Obviously, Brighton got up the field, didn't they, with Danny Welbeck early on. But it does look all to be Crystal Palace. Even just, they're getting slow out. You can see, like, just talking about with Milivojevic, then there was so much time for him to spray the pass into the box and then pick it back out again. Unless that's their game plan. They know they've got three giants of men, of centre halves, and that's the game plan.
Yeah, definitely to defend narrow. I did see that curve, but it's always necessary to throw Mopé to the floor. Probably agree with you on that. Get him down. Get him down. I absolutely got to agree on that. But it's an interesting game. Brighton will be fine, though. They'll be fine. They believe in their philosophy. They completely rely on playing out from the back and building possession through the thirds. So there we go. Looking forward to my dinner, Josh cooked me. Hopefully it's all right. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it because I killed it. I told Sam this. Basically, I made spag bowl. Was in a bit of a rush. Thought I put Leah Perrins on it, but it was soy sauce, and it went down horrible. And so I tried to balance it with some Leah Perrins. So Kelly, I've left the Leah Perrins out on the table for you, so you don't make the same mistake. Every detail counts. And Ian trying to say that I'm making him beans on toast. My culinary skills are a little bit better than beans on toast, but you can't beat beans on toast. To be fair, you can't beat it.
Depends how lazy you're being.
Yeah, but there's nothing worrying about Brighton. I think they are a really organised team, and I can see Curve says that Brighton are organised. They'll work their way into this game. They are. It's just whether Palace can exploit them one-on-one out wide. And this is exactly what Brighton need to do away from home, what they're doing now, which is building possession from the back and moving it just in their own half at the moment, which is absolutely fine. And absolutely fine to do that because it will pull Palace out of shape. But it's whether they can create those chances enough. We'll have to wait and see. Interesting. As I said, this rivalry, there is a lot to play for tonight in terms of the fan base. The fans will want to win this one. They don't like losing to Brighton, and likewise vice versa. So
And
we'll see.
especially if Brighton go top.
Yeah.
I keep repeating it, but if Brighton go top, Palace fans won't be happy whatsoever.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, Sam. That is very true. But there we go. So let's see what happens here. But again, it's Lewis Dunk just trying to bring the ball out. And I wonder if Palace, and this is what Brighton want you to do. They want you to go and press them. And they're doing this here now. But it's a poor pass from Brighton. Edouard turns, lays it to Conor Gallagher, and Dan Burn, the green giant, or the turquoise giant today, gets his massive foot in the way and stops that. And this is what I mean. The press there from Palace was excellent. But Brighton almost want to be pressed, because when they bop it, they absolutely break through the yards there. But Sam, Yves Bissouma, obviously he was linked to go away from Brighton. He obviously stayed, not playing tonight, but how much of a good player is he?
Oh, I was well impressed with him last season. In that, it was like him and Anguissa from Fulham. I was just impressed with those two players every time I watched them. Bissouma was linked. I think he was linked with Arsenal. He was linked with Chelsea. I think he was linked with everyone at the end of it. And he's just a calm head in the middle of that Brighton midfield who can defend quite well. And he almost has, and I know this is massive praise, but he almost has a sort of touch of N'Golo Kante about him. The work rate, the ethic, the willingness to work it back for the team as well. So he's a fantastic player and a great asset to have in your team. And if they do go down, Brighton, they'll want to be able to bring him on, and further on in the season could be a very, very influential player for them.
Yeah, I agree. I think they've done so well to get a hold of him and secure his signature for another year. Here's Trossard. Brighton trying to break here. And it's great pass into the middle from Trossard, into Mope. And Mope there, I mean, poor set there. Kills the attack a little bit. And
I must say, Brighton look quite sloppy, don't they? In this first sort of
going
13, 14 minutes.
When they play into their front, when Brighton play past the halfway line, it's not quite connecting for them. Whereas it looks better in their own third here. But it was an interesting stat they just showed there about Palace in possession, where they've had a 9% increase in possession from last year, which basically meant that Roy Hodgson was all about 4-4-2, men behind the ball, defend, don't need the ball, play on the counter. But Vieira is obviously trying to implement his style of play, which is good to see. And let's see what comes of it. Here is Palace now. They're gaining the ball. But I think Vieira, I was sceptical about what he was going to do for Crystal Palace this year. He hasn't got the best managerial record. If you actually look at his record as a manager, I thought, maybe this would be quite a difficult challenge for Vieira. But I like his signings. They're bold and brave. He's clearly trying to implement a playing style. And actually, Eze, I think he's just going to come back with a bang. I really do. I can't wait to see him. And here's Zaha, by the way. He's another star man who Sam doesn't want to score, but does sort of, because he won't. Because now he's Brighton. But his fantasy team says, come on, I want him to bang. I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree on that.
And Curly's just clearing up. He meant 15 minutes rather than 5 minutes. We thought you meant that. And Shah is saying, guys, a controversial debate. Is Kante playing better this season or last season? I want your opinions. And I think it's a bit hard to kind of say at the moment. But I would say last season, towards the back end of last season, was maybe Kante almost at his very best. Not quite at his Leicester best, but almost at his very best.
Still hard, yeah. Still not quite in the flow, are they, this season? That's the problem. 5-6 games in. Ask that question in 10 games time, Shah, and you might get a better all-round picture. Yeah,
when we do the reverse leg of this, Shah, come in, ask that question then.
Look how deep Lallana is there. Lallana getting the ball off the centre halves, and Dan Burn now coming away on his left. And Palace's shape is beautiful to watch. As an in-possession team, I think Palace are so interesting to watch. And the Graham Potter effect in terms of his style of play, it's really interesting how he pushes the wing-backs sort of inwards, but also high. similar to Pep Guardiola in that sense of inverted wing backs. But yeah, Lallana the deepest man to get on the ball at the moment in terms of the midfielder. And again, Adam Lallana, can't get my head around him. Like, I thought he was going to go and absolutely boom it for Brighton, but again, he hasn't really got us off our seats, has he? In terms of what he's done for Brighton, it's just been few injuries, few games, but nothing like wow, has he? He's not transformed them what I thought he may do. To be honest,
no, it's been. I think it's been a difficult time for him. I mean, he's always been plagued with injuries, and that doesn't help when you buy someone like Adam Lallana. You know that comes with it, and obviously Brighton have two of those in Danny Welbeck and Adam Lallana. But I think Adam Lallana is that touch on his day is probably the standout player. Obviously, I said about Trossard as well, but I think Adam Lallana on his day, on his peak, almost unplayable at times, and he's a fantastic footballer. And if Brighton can get that out of him, even just for 20 minutes in 3 games this season, I think they've done well if they can get him to score like that and change a game.
Yeah. So. Poor there from Zaha, but Milivojevic wins it back. Mitchell now coming down this left-hand side. Mitchell looking to get an early ball in. Finds Ayew. Ayew sets Milivojevic. And it's another block there. Good defending. That's what I mean by Brighton. So hard to go through the middle of Brighton. So hard to go through the middle of Brighton because they are so compact. And it just shows Crystal Palace attacking area. 61% down the left, 27% down the right, only 12% down the middle. And that is Graham Potter's tactics, if I'm honest. It's really clear. And it's old school. We shall not be beaten down the middle. If you're going to concede a goal, it goes out wide. And that's fascinating to see. But here's Gallagher, and again, he runs into a brick wall of Burn. Brighton there, I love that from them. That's absolutely class defending the way they've just played out there. That is actually a joke how good that is. And if they go and score from this is goal of the season. This is goal of the season. Where they defend that? They just played like one touch out of defence, about 6 of them, like a little rondo to play out. That was a joke there. I really enjoyed watching that, actually. Really enjoyed watching that. Because it's that calmness, it's class. If that was Man City, people are, oh my God, Lallana, stop that. If that was Man City, people would be like ranting and raving about that. Because it's Brighton, no one gets the same, sort of reaction. But,
just going about Crystal Palace is sort of like attacking down the side. And you said, obviously, Brighton weren't pressuring him, but it is all part of the game plan. It's that you're not going to beat us down the middle. We know we're all 6'1", 6'2". You're not going to beat us for height. You're going to have to play around us. And by the time you played around us, we've got back into position again.
Yeah.
And so that's the difficulty.
And Ian saying Liverpool sold Lallana at the right time. I think you're right, Ian. I think you're right. Absolutely. Probably saw that his career wasn't quite, especially the amount of running that Klopp expects of his team. I don't think he had the legs for it. And probably the right move. I don't think Adam wanted to leave. I think he actually wanted to stay. Yeah. But Klopp couldn't play in football. And that's ultimately, Curtis Jones overtook him in the pecking order. That's where Lallana was at.
And I think the thing with Lallana as well was he was one of the first players to be like integrated in this Klopp sort of style that we've seen over the last 3, 4, 5 years, however long Jurgen Klopp's been there. And so I think Jurgen Klopp loved him because he was one of the reasons that Liverpool are where they are today. Not because maybe he was the best player, but he was the player who slotted in and did what Jurgen Klopp wanted him to do.
Yeah.
And that's why
Edouard
it was so
with
hard.
A shot on goal. Sorry, Edouard with a shot on goal there. This time, interestingly, Palace moving the ball really quick around the edge of the area. So we talked about if you're going to go central, it's going to be 1 or 2 touch. And nicely worked between Gallagher, Zaha, and then Edouard with the shot. It's a bit straight. That's what we mean about eye for goal. The bloke's going to shoot every opportunity he's got, Edouard. And really, really is. It's going to be interesting, actually, if Palace can break through this middle. It's going to have to be 1, 2, 2-touch football. And I think that's why Benteke would struggle tonight. I think that's why Benteke won't be the man. Because you just want to cross it to Benteke. If you're playing against Brighton, they'll get it out wide. They'll go, oh, there's space. And you'll try and put it on Benteke's head. And be a 3v1 in there. So, interesting.
Shah says Crystal Palace would need to show something if they want to get up there. They have great players, in my opinions, but a lot of old grandpas is the opinion of Shah. Yeah, I think they've modernised the team a bit more though, Shah, at the moment. But I do know what you mean. A couple of the players, even like Milivojevic now, he's not the player he was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But and Curly's just angry real Tom here saying Palace are going to beat Arsenal 7-0 this season. So
how to rattle real Tom. Just mentioning about Arsenal losing.
Yeah.
Textbook. But yeah, it's interesting. The ball goes into Zaha, and he again his first touch isn't the best there. He's not quite connecting it, but I'm pretty sure the last time these two teams met, Palace. Well, I remember the last time I watched it. It might not have been the last two times, but Palace absolutely robbed the goal in the last minute to beat Brighton at the Amex. I can't remember if it was Benteke or something mad like that. And I get a sense something like that's going to happen again today, where there's going to be a bit of robbery going on here. I've got that feeling. We did predict, Sam, quite a few goals tonight. I think we might be a little bit off of that. I think both defences look really good tonight. And
yeah, I think it might be a long night for us. It's a good job we're not doing a solo stream because that would be the difficulty. Trying to commentate over the ball being in midfield. It's just like, and back to this person, and back to this person.
I just think we're going to get, it's going to be close. It's not easy. And that's credit to both teams. It's credit to both teams because actually they genuinely are hard to beat. And that's a poor pass by Ward. That's a place they need to upgrade for me as well, Palace. Right back.
Oh,
They're getting an electric right back from like Tyreek Mitchell on the other side. And, we've got Javier joining us from Australia. I remember Javier's been in before the Brighton stream. Mine is good day from Australia. Go Brighton. I always try and think, is Australia in front or behind us? They're in front, aren't they?
Yeah, in front. They're hours in front. Yeah. If we look at the map behind.
Yeah. You must be what, 12 hours? 12,
yeah, it'll be something
12
like
hours. So what's that? 8 in the morning? Must be 8 in the morning. Good day to you, Javier. But yeah, I think it's going to be a close game tonight. A very few mistakes. Moment of magic, maybe. Someone to really turn it on and make something special happen. Because I think it's credit to both teams and how they've improved. But I think Palace are definitely a lot more exciting under Vieira than they are Roy Hodgson. And
that's not hard though, Josh.
Yeah, true. It's 5:22 a.m. on a Tuesday for Xavier. How weird's that? We've got someone who's on Tuesday and we're on Monday. That always blows my mind. That always blows my mind.
Tuesday morning football.
Yeah, I love that. For. What commitment, Xavier. What commitment. I don't know if I could get up that early.
No.
Don't know if I could get up that early to watch.
Just generally, I don't think I could ever get up that early.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And they've got is that Tariq Lamptey warming up as well? I thought, again, another player that everyone was expecting Tariq Lamptey to make a big move, weren't they? They were expecting to go to a Chelsea or an Arsenal. But then he got a real bad injury, which has probably kept him at Brighton, if I'm honest, for another season. But what a player he is.
I wonder if Chelsea put a buyback clause in him, like in his contract. But I think he left, didn't he? So I think I don't think Chelsea sold him. I think he left.
Yeah, he wasn't happy. Well, not that he wasn't happy, but he basically went and searched game time. I feel like we've got our first free kick of the night. It feels like we haven't had a foul in ages. And Andre Mariner's just given a free kick to Palace. About 25, 30 yards from goal, but more on the right-hand side. And it was Jordan Ayew who's been fouled there. And Cucurella was the one that, that's a bit soft. That's very soft for that to be a foul. But there we go. We are going to have a bit of a free kick position here for Palace. But yeah, I just... I think there's... And again, like with Palace, they've got that Olsey on the bench as well. Again, someone who was really, really took the championship by storm last season. Hasn't had his chance yet for Palace, but I want to see this boy come on tonight as well at Selhurst. Right, free kick. Oh my! What have I just seen? What have I just seen? Milivojevic has tried to shoot at the near post. It looks like he's trying to cross it, but he's trying to almost catch Sanchez. And he's not shooting in the top corner. He's tried to like curl it into the near post of the bottom corner, which was never on. It was more of a crossing position. And he's put it about 20 yards wide. It's like a pass. It's like he's trying to pass, basically. And what a waste. What a waste. But again, stand by my point. Looks like Palace have no intention of crossing the ball tonight. Absolutely no intention of wanting to put it in that sort of area.
The foul in the first place was the most clumsy thing I think I've ever seen. Cucurella goes to chest the ball down, and he just like, he just looked like a little kid running after a ball. You know what I mean? He just sort of like just ran and then had no disregard for anyone around him and just hit him, and then just
the free kick will make you ill though. Don't watch the free kick because you'll need to bleach your eyes. You really will, because it was a shocking free kick. But yeah, here are Palace again. We're rebuilding 25 minutes in.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what he's trying. I do not know what he's trying there, but there we go.
Oh, that's awful.
It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Hey, he hit the post.
Yeah.
Behind the goal.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just intrigued that neither team is. They're having possession, but in the middle area, in the middle of the pitch, and it's not enough in the final thirds from either team. The only team who I would say have had a bit more possession in the final third is definitely Palace. Apart from that one attack where Mopé got chucked to the floor, and that says it all. I've just got a map here. One touch Brighton have had in Palace's box. And Brighton have only made 15 passes in the final third, where Palace have made 71. Big contrast there. 71 passes in the final third for Palace. Brighton, 15. That's minging.
Yeah.
That's not good,
the defense against attack, isn't it, for Brighton tonight? They look like they'll be holding off for a little while.
Here's Dan Burn break for. Can he be the man to get him out of the pit? It just makes me laugh. I mean, he's trying to turn there, and it just doesn't suit him. But yeah, I'm confused. I'm confused, really, because Brighton, as much as the possession they've had, they're not doing enough with it.
No. They're not getting the ball for. There doesn't seem to be that much urgency. Like, they're playing nice football in terms of, like, they can pass it around occasionally, but there doesn't seem to be that much urgency to get the ball forward and to really create opportunities. And as a result of that, the ball is just coming back. And Crystal Palace are easily able to interrupt play and just counter-attack them. Well, not even counter-attack them, because they're not even able to get themselves up the pitch.
Curly saying about the conspiracy theory of Bruno. No chance. No chance. You don't miss a penalty to get a manager sat. That would just come naturally. And plus, Ollie in. Keep Ollie in for as long as possible.
Oh, God, yes, please. I will take that. Keep Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in that as long as possible.
Right, Brighton are actually in the Palace box here. Mopé sets it back to Lallana. They're in the box again.
He started the sentence with, oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I know. I wasn't sure about it. Gross. Trossard. Side netting. Yeah, oh, God. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. They've actually got in the box. Curved, I love that question. Can either of you play the banjo? I don't think I've ever tried.
No, I don't think I've ever tried. So I couldn't tell you, Curved. I mean, it might be that me and Josh are both naturals, and we can both actually play the banjo. So
Trossard is the one who hits the side net in there. The ball's cut back by Pascal Grobe, and he couldn't get his foot round it. Basically, couldn't get his foot round it, and hit side net. But there we go. We try again. We try again for a bit of goal malfunction to get these goalkeepers, earning their thousands of pounds that they earn a week, because they're not being tested at the moment by anyone. Edouard, the only one who's had a real shot on target. Everyone else is shocking. It's shocking. Javier saying, who do you think will score first at the moment? Probably someone in the crowd with someone from the opposite sex or the same sex. Looks like more likely in scoring than anyone here. Because we've had one shot, Javier. We've had one shot in the first 30 minutes, and it wasn't even a good shot from Edouard. And Curves is saying this game is boring. It's terrible. It's terrible. Imagine being there. Imagine being there.
I know.
What are you cheering
Like
about?
watching
The amount
paint
of
dry.
passes in the middle of the park.
But don't worry, Curved. What is exciting is the halftime game.
Hmm.
That is an exciting game.
Yeah.
I probably bigged it up too much now, and it'll be a really rubbish one. But I promise. I promise. Keep tuned. Stay tuned.
It's just, I always call this pointless possession. I'm one of them. When I always talk about it with my when I coach. It's good having possession, but you got to have intent. Got to have intent with possession. If you're passing to try and move the opposition out of their shape, then you've got to do it with a real tempo, and you've got to have a purpose to go forward. But a bit better here from Brighton now. They're moving forward with the ball a lot more. And Cucurella and Trossard. Hey, up. Here we go, Brighton. This is a good move. Lallana, and then Lallana ruins it with a poor switch. But, however, it's one back there. Chance here. Mopé in the box. His first touch is awful. I'm not going to act surprised. And, oh, that cross sums it up. Who's the right back for Brighton tonight again? Number 34. Is that Veltman? Is it Veltman at right back?
Yeah.
Yeah. His cross, Sam. Couldn't cross a road by the looks of it, Veltman, because one of the worst crosses I've seen this season. I'm not even joking. Couldn't cross a road. Couldn't cross a road.
He doesn't seem like a natural wing back, does he, Joe Veltman? He looks a bit big, a bit long, and a bit slow to be a natural wing back.
Not ideal. Xavi misses Prem Glenn Murray. Now, Glenn Murray used to be a beast for Brighton. He used to bully everyone in the Championship, Premier League. He scored goals for fun, to be fair, old Glenn Murray. And big fan of Glenn. Big fan of Glenn. I always have been, actually, in terms of that. Here's Robert Sanchez.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh my God! Welbeck's in, Sam. Welbeck's in. Welbeck misses. Danny Welbeck, man, you've played through 1-1. He wants a penalty. Just get on the weights. So Sanchez, this could have been an assist for Robert Sanchez. He's being like prime Edison. He plays it over the top of Anderson in between Ward. Welbeck shrugs off Ward, and then his shot is the most tamest shot I've ever seen. Just leather it well. Oh, he tries to really chip it over Guaita. He just needs to put his foot through it. Why he's trying to chip the keeper? Put your foot through it, and Welbeck would have scored. Oh, my God. I don't think they're going to get... I don't know if I'm being too critical here. Let me know in the chat. But I genuinely... I think Chris Ring just said that sums this game up. I think he meant about the drop, to be fair. That finish also sums it up. You played through.
Yeah.
What is it? Let me know. I just think... I don't know why. I don't know why, Sam, he's not leathered it. He's almost tried to be too cute. And Robert Sanchez, by the way, bringing out his prime Edison, just one touch at his feet.
I don't know what Danny Welbeck's tried to do there. I really don't. It's such a good ball from Sanchez as well to find him. And Danny Welbeck last season probably would have been offside there, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because he's not scored anyway. So
yeah, I can't believe that. What's this? Shots on target, fewest this season. Palace have had the fewest shots on target this season, only 11. Even Norwich have had 15. But their conversion rate is nearly 50%, which is the main point, the conversion rate. Yeah. Fusion having some sleep problems. I used to do that sometimes. It's always the worst thing. If you come back from school or work and you have a nap, you'll never sleep again. Yeah. Big up to Dylan. I do remember him. By the way, guys, if you are watching in the View from the Stands chat, make sure to subscribe to Sam Redgate-Large, who's the chap. Oh, sorry, me. Chance here. Edward. Oh, come on, Edward. Should have done better there. Palace here, though. Good rampant attack. Zaha played through and it's too hard from MacArthur. I always get... Yeah, MacArthur. Yeah, poor pass. Zaha is in. Zaha's going close there. Ian McCartney saying no, love that. Why not? And Welbeck has never leathered a ball in his life. It does look like this. I mean, is that a penalty? Watching that again, does Ward do enough here? No, I actually think Welbeck initially hits... Zaha's just had a shot on target, and it's well saved by Sanchez. But when you look that back, Sam, I think Welbeck's heel actually touches Ward first, which makes him stumble. And it's not intentional by Ward. Obviously, VAR are not interested.
Yeah.
So, but there we go. Zaha's just unleashed another pop shot. It's from the edge of the box, but nothing clear cut like that Welbeck chance that we've just seen. There we go. Big up to Dylan. I was here at 350 subs, then been inactive for a while. Well, you're back, Dylan. You're back. 350 subs. Fair play for remembering that. But make sure you subscribe to Sam as well, Dylan.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I still remember a time when I had more subscribers than Josh. But here we are today, and
yeah, crazy times. But yeah, okay. Game's livening up there. We're creating a few more chances. We are creating a few more chances here, and that's all we need. We need a half chance. We need another half chance, but this time to be converted. But I just think Welbeck there. He with his experience, he has to be stronger, and he has to be clinical there. He's played for Manchester United. He's played for Arsenal. He knows what it means to have the first goal, the clinical chance, the clinical edge, and really did expect a bit more from that guy Welbs, as people used to call him.
Yeah, I just having seen it back, like he does make the contact with, he makes the contact with the Crystal Palace defender. I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, it would have been a very, very harsh penalty. And the thing is, Welbeck takes an extra step, so it doesn't really affect him because he takes like an extra stride in a bit to then hit the ball. So I don't know. It's a difficult one.
Brighton have a corner there. They work that nicely between Cucurella and I love his hair, so big and fluffy. Between him and Trossard. So there we go. Matt Ryan. I mean, where's he at now? Arsenal got rid of him, didn't they? They didn't want him on a perm, Matt Ryan. But there we go. And there we go. Matt used to miss too much, though. Yeah, Matt Ryan. He wasn't. I don't know if I rated Matt Ryan. I mean, I'll tell you now, the new goalie. I say new goalie. Robert Sanchez is class. Like he is the best keeper they've got. But let's see if the big guns can score from this. Duffy's up, Dunk's up. The corner comes in, and it's straight on Edouard's head. But it falls to Lallana. No. Half volley from Lallana, edge of the box. Of course, we weren't going to have a shot on target there, were we? There we go. Matt Ryan went to La Liga. Real Sociedad. God, he's done all right out of that, hasn't he, old Matt Ryan? Getting a move to Real Sociedad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All things considering.
Yeah, I feel like he was at like Valencia as well, or something like that. I feel like he's been at a couple of different teams in the past few years. Who do I support, Dylan? I support Chelsea. Oh, you can't see my Chelsea flag. There you are. Oh, scarf. There we are. That's better.
There it is. But yeah, Sam is a Chelsea fan. And of course, Villa have played Chelsea quite a few times recently. Yeah, in the last week or so.
I wasn't going to mention it, Josh, but since you've mentioned it,
thing is, Villa. Do you know what? Those Chelsea games were very, very exciting because Villa played well in both of them. So it gave me Manchester United, who we obviously beat, and then of course we got Spurs this weekend. But there we go.
What a time to face Spurs as well.
Yeah. Ramsdale is the new wonder kid. I loved Ramsdale yesterday. He was loving every minute of the derby. And that's what it should be about. That's what it should be about. If you're playing in a derby game, look at Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe. They loved it as well.
Ramsdale was giving me proper Jordan Pickford vibes now.
Yeah.
He's giving me proper Jordan Pickford vibes the more he does it.
Yeah, true. Dylan's a Burnley fan. Are Burnley going to stay up for another season? Have they got enough in them to stay up? They're one that, they're one that I would put in the bracket of Palace, where those two would be competing with similar sort of positions, actually. So, yeah, I've got to agree on that, yeah. Fusion said, not bloody Burnley. Oh, Gallagher's played through. Space on the right-hand side. Dan Burn can't get out to him. Gallagher cuts it back for Zaha, whose touch gets away from him again. Good defending from Brighton. But yeah, it's a game of just, I'm waiting for someone to take the game by the scruff of the neck and do something magical. But there we go. But as Sam has been saying, don't go anywhere at halftime. We'll all have some halftime entertainment for you. There isn't going to be too much to dissect from this game apart from where is the goals, where is the end product. But I'm going to say, I reckon the subs are going to change this game today. I think Olsey is going to come off the bench and be a game changer. I reckon he's exactly what they need. But here's Dan Burn for Brighton. Big Burn goes into Welbeck. Welbeck into Cucurella. Cucurella trying to thread Welbeck. Shock Welbeck back bottles of 50-50 against Mark Gay. And because he just doesn't want to get injured. Palace do well with that situation. Good pass by Gay. Here we go. A bit of space. Get Zaha on the ball. He's against Veltman. Now, credit to Veltman. He's been poor going forward, but done his job one-on-one defensively against Zaha here, which is what you need to do. Your main job is to defend. But there we go. And then that Palace attack just dies down, which has been the theme of it, really, hasn't it? It's been the theme of it. Question by Kurt. Has there ever been a good game on a Monday? It's actually a really good point. I actually can't remember the last time Monday Night Football was like a crazy good game. Looking back at it now. It's a really good question, that.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of just dead anyway, isn't it? Because it's a Monday and obviously everyone's supposed to be, you know.
I used to love Monday Night
not
Football.
aware, but...
I used to love Monday Night Football. We had Everton 3, Burnley 1 on the 13th, which is pretty good. And here comes Zaha, though. Zaha, again, just rushing that ball into the box. He could have taken another 2 or 3 yards. Instead, it goes all the way across. But yeah, Everton-Burnley was quite a good one. Everton looked poor, and then they just turned it around. We've had, obviously, some international games. I think the only one we've had so far is Monday night, is the Burnley. Looking back, we've actually only had one Monday night football, unless I'm wrong. No, West Ham 4, Leicester 1. That was class. I think someone might put that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
West Ham, Leicester.
Of course, he remembers that one.
There. But it wasn't good for Leicester, was it?
Yeah.
That was a class game. So, yeah, apart from that West Ham, Leicester, we haven't really had an exciting Monday night football. It's a bit of a shame, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the problem is, obviously, when you've got the Champions League, Europa League, and Europa Conference League running alongside, then you're not going to play Liverpool versus Chelsea on a Monday because it's not really fair on them, especially if the other game is Burnley versus Crystal Palace, and then Burnley versus Crystal Palace play on the Friday night and have all that extra time to then prepare for the next game on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a difficult one. What you've got to be then praying for, really, is someone to get knocked out of the Champions League so you can have a half-decent match.
Yeah, but I support all the English teams. So you can't get your head around that, can you? Zaha!
I mean, I get it. Like, I want them to sort of get as far as possible, but my problem is, like, if Chelsea are then still in it, I'm like, oh... It's like, I don't want City to win it ever, Spurs to win it ever. I don't mind if Liverpool win it again because you just kind of get used to it. We know how annoying the Scousers are.
I love Liverpool on a European night. I really do. I'm a bit obsessed with Liverpool in a Champions League. It's very special. Very special. I think that's what I love about Liverpool. They're so good on a Champions League night. So good. Right, here's Mitchell. Mitchell and Zaha. I mean, there's all the attacks coming down this left-hand side. What's my dad saying? I might have to put on Love Island. Reruns. Oh, God.
Blimey, Chris.
Go back to the old school ones. Yeah, really, really treat yourself. Here's you.
That's a good question from Curly. Who's your favourite goalkeeper in the league at the moment?
Emi Martinez.
I mean, I feel like we're just both going to back our own keepers. Like, that's the thing. In terms of ability, I'd say probably on ability, I'd say Alisson. But I'd say I proper rated Emi Martinez for that penalty the other day. So
he's a legend. He's trashed Arsenal for a year and a half as well. It's just brilliant. Go on, Palace. Good move, this. Foul. Referee. Andre. No. Jeez.
And Curly's also said that real Tom can't be a City supporter because City don't have any supporters.
Love that. But yeah, Palace there, again, it was that quick interchangeable football that we talked about. And Edouard, pivotal to this. He is trying to link up the play really well, Edouard, centrally. But yeah, I am confused at the sense of, the lack of chances is really credit to the defence. It's going to be hard. I don't know the answer here. Oh, penalty! Penalty! It's a penalty! I said Wilfred Zaha would score a penalty. Do you know what? It's Conor Gallagher, the man who makes it. The man who makes it is Conor Gallagher, and it's a clumsy, clumsy foul here. And I will talk you through this because this is madness. Gallagher goes in the inside of Cucurella, and then Trossard, what are you doing? If you're a Brighton fan, your head must go. Cucurella does enough, I think, to put off Gallagher. And then Trossard comes out of nowhere, like Randy Orton, with an RKO out of nowhere. It's a really, really poor mistake there from Trossard. And it is going to be a stonewall penalty. And it is deserved. It is deserved because, listen, what have I just seen there? What have I just seen there from Trossard? It's a heads gone moment. It's an attacker. It's a striker trying to attack. It's a striker trying to defend. And it just never goes well. And Wilfred Zaha is about to step up, Sam. Is he going to score or miss? What do you reckon?
Oh, well, I'm hoping for a goal. You've got to hope for a goal,
Here we
haven't
go.
you?
Zaha scores. Fireworks. We've got lift off, people. And there he goes. I said he'd be a bit of sauce. He gives it the old celebration. What a weird celebration that is from Zaha. But there it is. It's a stonewall penalty.
Yeah,
no argument.
Absolutely.
Wilfred
Absolute
Zaha.
Stonewall.
He loves a goal against Brighton, Palace. Zaha. He absolutely loves the goal against Brighton. He puts it into the bottom left corner. Sanchez goes right. Tell you what, it's a very good penalty. A very, very good penalty, in fact. No one's saving that. There is no Sanchez clean sheet. Wilfred Zaha has scored. Brighton find themselves 1-0 down. And that's what we needed, guys. That's what we needed. A goal. And it is just that Trossard challenge. It makes my eyes bleed because I don't know what you're doing, Trossard. What are you doing? Because it's all covered up. Cucurella's covered that up.
Yeah.
He's going into trouble. He's going into the next centre half. And Trossard just goes, hey, I'm an idiot. I'll step across here.
It's really not needed at all, that sort of defensive position. And it's a very calm penalty from Wilfred Zaha. And to be honest, did we really expect anything else from Wilfred Zaha? Probably not. But that does make it 1-0 as I'm updating the overlays for us now.
And that halftime whistle has gone as well, folks. So listen, halftime's gone. And we needed that, to be honest. I'm not going to lie, we needed that because we'd walk in going, bloody hell, what's going on in this game? It's not a very good game. There's too much possession that's not really going anywhere. And Zaha steps up, dispatches a penalty. Thank you, Trossard, for giving us some entertainment. You must have had a bet on Zaha to score a penalty any time. or Zaha first goal scorer. It's my only thing I can put my head on is Trossard has been match fixing and put a bet on Zaha to score any time against Brighton. He's just thought, screw this. He's not going to score an open play, so I'll be the one who does it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to point out the fact that Wilco said update the graphic as if I was doing it any slower than humanly possible. But anyway, we'll have a look through some of the comments. I did notice Miquela Samsung put Cucurella in as soon as you said Cucurella and then foul and then penalty, which was absolutely brilliant timing. Fortunately, it wasn't Cucurella himself that gave away the penalty.
I love when that happens.
Evening as well to Harry as well. Lovely to have you back in the streams. And what's the halftime game? That is a very, very good question, Dylan. The halftime game is something that I have dubbed NoWayJose. And to explain to you guys on Josh's channel and to Josh how this game works, it is a very, very simple game, as you can imagine, because it's been made by me. So the idea of the game, the aim of the game is you guys are going to be playing along at home with Josh as well. And so I will pitch a quote to you. You've got to work out if that is Jose Mourinho or me saying this quote. So you've got to work out basically if it's a proper quote or if it's fake. Pretty simple, pretty good idea. And last week it was quite funny as well. So in the chat, you've got to let us know, do you understand that? Josh, do you understand everything that's going on? It shouldn't be too hard.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. I might have to, after you do the first one while the comments are putting in though, update my drink because I finished it and I need to top up. But yeah, get the first one. I'll run while the comments doing that.
The first one. Okie dokes. So we've got 5 options. So Josh, I'm gonna let you pick a number between 1 and 5. And then it's completely random and no one can say that I've just chucked all
I'm gonna go with
comment.
number 3 because I think there's gonna be 3 goals in this game to start.
Number 3 to be 3 goals in this game. So the first one for NoWayJose is, look, I'm a coach. I'm not Harry Potter. He is magical. But in reality, there is no magic. Magic is fiction. Football is real. Is this a Jose Mourinho quote or a Sam Redgate-Large quote? Who has come up with this absolute monstrosity of a quote?
Magic is fiction and football is real. I picture Jose saying that. I picture Jose going, magic is fiction and football is real. I reckon he's talking about someone like your Pogba or someone like that. I reckon. I don't know. I reckon he's really calling someone out here saying, look, he should be a good player, but where is the magic? And yeah, I don't know. I think I'll go. I'm going to go Jose. I back my boy Jose to be saying this.
You're sticking with Jose.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in the comments disagree with me. I'm literally just going to quickly fill up my drink and see. But yeah, it seems like I'm going completely against the grain. Me and Brain look like the only two who think it is Jose.
The only two with a brain by the looks of things. So we'll have a look through the comments. Danny Boy Gaming saying, what have I missed? You've not missed a lot, but you have missed a Wilfried Zaha penalty on the stroke of half-time, which has put Crystal Palace 1-0 up against Brighton. Brighton wanting to go top of the league tonight. Guys, just some advice. The dumb ones are from Sam, okay? Shout, that was just brutally mean. Let's have a look then. What's everyone saying? Fraser's going Sam. Curve's going Sam. Brain's going Mourinho. Farhan's going Sam. Fraser saying, great quote, lol. How are you so good at making such similar quotes? Says Curly. Sam, says Chris Wring. It's going to be an SRL quote, says Curly. It could be Harry Kane he's talking about.
Mourinho.
And Fraser has finally settled on Jose. No, I'm not sure. Going with Sam. He's going with Sam. And because the reason he says this, he says thanks, Shah, because he said all the stupid ones are Sam. So, Josh, are you locking in, confirming?
I'm all in. I'm just seeing Jose. I'm just picturing him now saying it. I'm all in. As I said, Jose Mourinho.
So, for the first round, Josh Wring, you have got it correct. Well done.
Come on.
First one.
There we go. As I said, I've just got that picture of him saying that last bit. Magic is fiction and football is real. It's so Mourinho-esque, guys. Magic is fiction. Like, the bloke loves killing people like that. He just loves those mad quotes. I love that.
Absolutely.
Who is it to, Sam? Do you know?
I don't know. I've just literally grabbed all of, like, I've just been looking at quotes and just picking them out. So
got to be
I don't actually.
He loves throwing Pogba under the bus.
So we have, what have we got now? 1, 2, 4, and 5. So Josh, we have got a bit of a leaderboard going as well because Jordan got 4 out of 5. So that is the base. That is the base mark. You can either set a benchmark for good and get 5 out of 5.
Jeez.
Or you can set a benchmark for bad and get anything below 4. So,
okay, let's go with number 1 because we had 1 goal for half time, didn't we? We had 1 goal at half time.
Okie dokes. So, number 1. For me, the real age is not the age on your ID. That's just the date when you were born. And the more I've read that, the more I think this sounds a little bit dodgy.
I mean, Curve wants VAR on that last one, but this one is definitely look. For me, the real age is not the age on your ID. That's just the date when you were born. Nah, Jose's got better wit than that. I reckon Jose would have really insulted someone a little bit more. I think that's you, Sam. I'm going with that's an SRL.
That's an SRL.
That's got SRL written all over it for me. That. I'm trying to picture the bloke saying it, and I can't see Jose saying that comment. I really can't. So I'm gonna. Oh, Brain's gone. Me and Brain went the same last time, but he's gone Mourinho again. Oh no! Now I'm doubting myself. Curve's gone with Sam, but I don't know.
Dylan's gone with me. There's quite a few people going for me here. It seems to be the general consensus. Mourinho again says Brain. Sam says Farhan. Fraser's going for Sam. Dylan's going for Sam. Curve's going for Sam. It looks like, other than Brain's kind of out on a limb here, isn't he?
I like that from Brain. He's just chucking out there. He's going, this is one thing. I like that.
Definitely against the grain. And Real Thomas decided that was a quote from you, Josh, instead. So there we are.
Yeah, I've been known for those quotes.
I think it sounds like a certain Everton player that we shall not name. But so I think we've got pretty much everyone's thoughts in here. So
Joshua's gone Bob Marley. Interesting Wilco.
So here we go, ladies and gents. Josh Wring. For me, the real age is not the age on your ID. That's just the date when you were born. I can reveal to you, Josh Wring. That was a Jose Mourinho quote. He is 1 for 1.
Brain, man. Brain's 2-0. Brain is 2-0. Brain is 2-0. Fusion, my man Fusion. You got to take your first answer, lad. You got to take your first answer. Of course, 50-50. But Fuge, mate, have your first answer. Is anyone 0-2? Is anyone 0-2?
It must be, I think it's just Brain, isn't it?
Brain's 2-0.
Oh, yes.
Is anyone 0-2? Oh, gosh. People having some stinkers there.
I know. I've picked a hard one.
All right, get another one in before the second half. This has annoyed me now. I'm on a limb here. What number? So I did 1 and 3, didn't I?
Yeah, we got 2, 4, and 5.
I'll go for 5. 5.
Okay, so number 5 of NoWayJose is sometimes I look in the mirror and think, wow, good luck to the other guys. Is that a Sam Redgate-Large or a Jose Mourinho quote?
So Mourinho in a way.
Who is more arrogant, me or Jose Mourinho?
So Mourinho. It's so Mourinho that. Sometimes I look in the mirror. Yeah, that's. But now I'm playing. Now I'm doubting myself. No, I've got to go with always my first instinct, which is I went with Mourinho thinking that straight away. So I'm sticking with it. It's got to be. Brains went Sam. I'm locking in Jose, but Brains went Sam. Now I feel like it's going to be Sam. But Brain is the man at this game. He's killing it. I'm going to stick with Jose because I said Jose first.
You're sticking with Jose. So Dylan has also gone with Jose. Curly's gone Jose all the way. Brain obviously going Sam. Farhan's going Sam. Curve's going Slam. Josh
Dylan
Wilkinson's going Benjamin Mendy.
Dylan reckons Jose. Yeah, it just stinks of Jose at times. That I don't know why, but
it has to be Jose apparently.
It's got to be Jose. It's got to be Jose. I'm not having it any other way. It's got to be Jose.
Football Stars going with Jose. Fraser going with Sam. And to conclude this, and maybe Josh, we'll have to get you some time to see if we can get you up to that 5 so we can put you on a leaderboard with Geordie Spence. But sometimes I look in the mirror and think, wow, good luck to the other guys. That is a quote made up by me. Oh, Josh, you 1 for 2. It started so promisingly.
As soon as I saw Brain put Sam, I knew it was game over. I knew it was game over. The bloke's on fire. Brains 3-0. Oh God. I mean, I feel like because he's had that advert, hasn't he? You know, the one about is he in the lottery? He's in an advert for the lottery, isn't he? Where he sits in the back of the cat, the
Something
taxi.
like that. It's one of the betting. One of the betting.
Yeah,
adverts.
something like that. And he says like, "Oh, you got to have luck." Or, it's something like, "Not everyone can be a winner" or something. And yeah, he just has some personal. That's a great advert. Okay. But yeah, awful. Curve ripping sound.
Vain sod. Will goes off. Curly's 0-3. I'm unstoppable now.
Yeah, I'm with Curved. I just thought Sam wouldn't make such a comment up. I just wouldn't think he would go that far. And there we go. I thought
too
Jose
clever for you. Too clever for you. I tell you what, it is well difficult coming up with stuff because you got to make sure it doesn't sound too you.
Yeah,
that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have time for any more, but
yeah.
if not, we might as well.
Coming out the teams, but yeah, that I mean, 1 and 2 absolutely sucks. But hey, score. I mean, that's anything to go by. Is this game going to finish 1-2? Is this game going to finish 1-2 now? And we're going to have 2 Brighton comeback goals. I don't know. What do you reckon, Sam? What's your instinct after watching that first half? Can you see a change in Brighton, or can you see Palace holding on to this now?
I mean, Brighton they've not looked great going forward, have they? And now that the defence has been, it's been got through already. My words are leaving my head. I was that bored from that first half. So now that they've been broken down, I mean, something has to change for Brighton because what they were doing wasn't good enough. They were on the back foot for the most of the first half. I'd like to say that, Brighton will come back and my 3-1 will be a fantastic prediction, but it's looking more and more like a Crystal Palace win. And so that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go 2-0 Crystal Palace looking at that first half, but secretly still aiming for my 3-1 as well.
I'm torn. I predicted 2-1 Palace win before this game. So 2-1's been a favourite scoreline of mine today. 2-1 in the quiz. I said 2-1 Palace. I don't know. I think Brighton will have to respond. That's personally how I feel. I feel Brighton will have to respond in this second half. But Palace have got enough attacking talent to really sucker punch Brighton here and catch them again. So I think the the second half can't be any worse than the first, and that is all that matters because we can't have a repeat of that first half again.
Or can we?
Oh God, don't say that. There we go. Fusion's furious. He's trying to search these quotes to see if they're real Jose. He's been rattled by a game like me. I know.
I did Google them, so you know what Google's like. They could have just been made up, but it makes a fun game anyway. So,
interesting change here from Brighton. Dan Burn off. Stephen Alzate is coming on. Alzate is a lot more attacking than Dan Burn. So, let's see what happens here. Because I've got a feeling Pascal Grobe might drop into left wing back here. He's done it a few times before, played wing back. We'll see what this change does. Or if Veltman jumps over to there. So, anyone know a Man City fan for a new show on my channel, Fan Debates? Well,
I don't know a single Man City fan.
I actually genuinely don't know. That's a good point. Do I know a Man City fan?
I don't. I only know one, and that was my old football coach. That was it. That's the only one I've known.
Yeah, I don't think I do. I love how Josh looks like my tennis teacher. Well, I'm not very good at tennis, so I'm glad I'm not your teacher though, because I'll be teaching you wrong skills there. My serve is erratic, and my forearm is okay. Backhand's non-existent, so good job, Dylan. Really, I'm not. But
there you are. And Farhan going in with the VAR.
Who's it about though? That's my challenge for you, Fusion. Work out who that is about because I'd love to know. I'd love to know who he's digging out there. Oh no, that's not the the Harry Potter one. Tell me the Harry Potter one. Who is he digging out there? Who is digging on there? And Wilco, I saw you put that. My next match day vlog is this Saturday. Going back to the Championship because Villa are playing on Sunday, and I'm going to watch Derby County, who are basically in administration, putting some money into their club. I'll buy a burger off them or something to help Mel Morris's pockets. Against Swansea with the Jack Army. Had a lot of fun with the Swansea fans. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. I love an away day, Sam. Love an away day.
I can't say I've ever been to an away day.
I have to get you involved. We have to go to a game. We'll have to go to a game.
Maybe we'll go to a Leeds United away day.
Oh, no thanks. I can't look at Leeds. We'll have to. Premier League away games very hard to get tickets, but Championship they're good because you've got a lot of big grounds in the Championship still, and they give them 2,000 allocation that never gets filled. So, yeah.
Massive shout out to Farhan for not baiting out a website with them all on. Nice one, Farhan. Thank you. I appreciate that.
He's switched on up there, isn't he? He's switched on up there. Yeah, we got a free kick here for Brighton. And I'm just trying to have a look. So actually, it is Cucurella. They have reshuffled because Alzate's playing centre mid here. So I think Veltman might have gone into centre back.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Or are they actually going with a back four here? Just trying to gauge this Brighton change in formation. Because Alzate's central, Pascal Grobe is central as well, with Lallana and Trossard. So are they going to a back four? I think they've actually gone to a back four, Sam. I think Brighton have gone to a back four.
Yeah, I just was looking at it then. Cucurella looks to be alongside, so it looks to be further back.
Yeah.
So I think you are right. I think it is a four at the back. We'll have to wait and see how that midfield shapes up, whether it sticks as a 3 or whether it moves slightly differently, whether it goes like 3-1-2 or whether they have someone come out wide. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see.
I think trying to get Trossard more central on the ball there. It actually looks like it's going to be a bit of a box formation, 4-box-2. Again, I don't want to keep comparing Brighton to City, but Pep Guardiola's used this formation before, 4-box-2. And I know he takes a lot of interest, Graham Potter, in Pep Guardiola. I've seen an interview about his fascination for what Pep's done. So yeah, this is very much a 4 square box in the midfield 2 formation, which again, can you get an overload against the Palace midfield? That's what they're trying to do in there. But Huddersfield Town away game. Can't say I've ever been to Huddersfield. But yeah, why not?
My university town. Right, we're going to one of them.
Why not? And Wilco wants us to go to Northern Ireland. Linfield versus Coleraine. Never heard of them. Biggest derby in Northern Ireland. Well, I'm always up for derby games. I love the derby. Here's Mopé. This is better for Brighton. This change of shapes helped them so much more because they're connecting the passes a lot more in the middle of the pitch because, as I said, they've got this sort of box formation and Mopé's just won a free kick here. The Harry Potter one was in November 2019. So I'm guessing it was the Man U days. Yeah. It's got to be a combination of Paul Pogba. He always called him out. And Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw might be the one. He loved calling out Luke Shaw at United. Old Jose Mourinho, didn't he? He absolutely loved Pepper and Luke Shaw, left, right, and centre, which was really, really harsh. Lovely. Have you put it there? I've just had a cup of tea brought into me. And
where's my cup of tea?
Thank you. Oh, Lewis Dunk just had a header and it's tipped over the bar by Gator. And that is the threat of Brighton. We cannot deny the threat of Brighton aerially there. The ball comes in from Cucurella. Dunk gets ahead of Edouard and Anderson, and he heads it just over the... Well, I say just over the bar. Guaita's forced into a save there where he tips it over. So nice threat there. Comes again, Brighton, and Guaita punches it. I actually really rate Guaita as a goalkeeper. He's not a bad one at all. In terms of the option. Oh my God, Trossard, that's magical. Cucurella chance from Mopé. He's let it go under his foot. Forced to Lallana, and it's a big block there. But there we go. Here we go. Game on here. Brighton have woken up, Sam. Brighton have woken up big time.
It's what we were saying, though. We said they needed a shift in formation. They needed something, didn't they?
Yeah, this magic box that he has created here, and it's a Brighton corner. It's a Brighton corner. But yeah, it's already all Brighton here. Brighton, not Markle Brighton, and Lallana. Again, he keeps getting the ball on the edge of the box. I'm volleying it into the brick wall. Oh my God, there's a slip there from Palace. Edouard's in. Edouard, he slides through Zaha. Zaha onside. Zaha shoots. Oh, what a save that is by Robert Sanchez. Zaha's played through one-on-one in the middle of the box. It's a great weighted pass by Edouard. You would expect Zaha to bury that, guys. You would expect Zaha to bury that, and he puts it down the throat of Robert Sanchez. And do you know what? It's a mistake from Veltman. He actually slips. Huge opportunity there. It is going to be a corner unless the flags come up really late. Sam, this was a top save. I couldn't see because they've gone in. The flag might have gone up in the end. The flag might have gone up because we haven't got to see the corner. But there was an opportunity there for Wilf Zaha. And Robert Sanchez doesn't realise Zaha's offside there. So he has to make the save. And it's a big save. It's a real big save. But you'd expect Zaha to score that without a doubt, wouldn't you? When you see it.
Yeah, it's literally just folding in front of. Yeah, he's definitely offside by the looks of things. But Zaha,
yeah,
he should finish that. But it is a fantastic save by Robert Sanchez. I mean, fair play to him. He's made himself big, hasn't he? That's all you can ask from your goalkeeper from those situations. Make yourself big, and make sure that you save the ball. If you get a touch on it, even better. If you manage to get a touch on it whilst it's going in towards that top corner, because Zaha did put it far in that top corner by the looks of things.
Yeah. But Brighton here, they just played themselves into trouble a little bit, trying to pass out from the back, slipping over. And they've just done it again, this time passing out. Here's Zaha, edge of the box. He looks hungry. And it's a poor pass into Edouard. But look, I like this. Palace have responded from that Brighton attack. And now it is all Palace. You need a penalty, really, Josh. I did. Zaha is also in my fantasy team. And I need penalties where he looks like likely to score. But that's the one bit I always say that can let Wilfried Zaha down, is that he should have a lot more goals and assists than he usually registers. Yeah. He misses chances like that. He didn't know he was offside. Didn't know he was offside there. I
think that's the difference between Zaha and a world-class player. Yeah, that is the difference between it. It's that fine margin. If that falls to, I know this is a massive jump up, but to Mohamed Salah, 9 times out of 10 that's in. But with Zaha, it's 4-5 times out of 10. Yeah, without a doubt. You already are ready to celebrate when Salah's running through a goal like that. You're already ready to celebrate. Absolutely.
But this is tearing it up here. This game's good, and Brighton are coming on. And Liam Phipps is saying, "Come on, Brighton! I'm playing against him in a fantasy draft, and basically to win my draft, I need a Palace clean sheet. So I've got Guaita in goal, I've got Anderson, and I'm pretty sure I've got Zaha outfield. And he was thrashing me. He's about 10 points clear, so I did need a Palace clean sheet. So that's also up for stakes. My fantasy draft. 10 teams.
It's all going on.
10 teams. Oh my God, chance here. 10 teams, 10 of us. Well, 9 on average. No one has the same player in the fantasy draft. So once you draft them, you can't have anyone else. And we always do £50 buy-in every season. So a lot of prize money to be won. Yeah, it's big. It's big. Yeah, this is big. Every point counts now. Every point counts. And so this Palace clean sheet, deep down, I'm really needing a Palace clean sheet. But Brighton have a free kick here because Zaha has decided to give one away. So cheers, Wilfried Zaha. But yeah, so Cucurella and Pascal Grobe over this. In fact, I'm just going to check the actual score, or live score on my fantasy update here.
Well, good shout. What a shout that is. Let me go have a look, see what I'm on as well. I was just going to say, whilst we have this little intermission, if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe on both of the streams. Let's see how many likes we can get. My goal is for 20, so if we can get mine up towards 20. Josh, I don't know what yours is. Yours is probably a lot
we like 30. We like 30.
We're going with 30. So try and get Josh to 30 and get myself to 20. And then maybe we might do this on a more frequent occasion if you guys are enjoying it.
So that free kick went to waste, by the way. Nothing was converted from Brighton, which is great. So fantasy points against Liam Phipps in the draft. He's on 37 points. I am on 31. 6 point swing, but they haven't added the clean sheet points yet because it isn't past the 60-minute mark.
Yeah.
So if the clean sheet goes, I need a Zaha goal, Sam. So this is huge now. I'm all in. I'm all in for this because he's Liam Phipps is also top of the league. So you know it's a lot to play for. Oh, he's third actually, not quite top. I thought he was top, but there we go. But it's a corner to Palace. Corner to Palace. Come on, you Palace and Zaha.
At least you didn't play your wild card like I did this week.
No. You haven't, have you?
I have.
Oh, no. Palace.
I got 11 points off Vardy, but he did score 3 times. It was a shame that one was in his own net.
I'm getting sick of these Palace corners. They keep going to every player keeps running to the front post, and it's going to the back post every time. Sorry, Fuse, I missed your FPL hates me. Yeah, FPL can be cruel, guys. It can be cruel. FPL can play with your heartstrings a lot. The Harry Potter quote, Mourinho warned Real Madrid fans not to expect him to wave a magic wand to bring trophies to the club. Fair. It's not that easy, is it? It's not that easy just to expect trophies. And Brighton under pressure there. Great press from Conor Gallagher. Sanchez slices it out for a throw-in. And this is what I like. The Palace, Sam, they haven't just gone, Brighton, you have all the ball, we're going to defend. They've gone, do you know what? We are going to try and kill this game by getting a second. And I think that is crucial, actually, which makes this a good encounter because they're not sitting back and defending at all, are they?
Yeah, no, that's the best way to be. The saying is that attack is the best form of defense. If you can get yourself another goal, why not go get yourself another goal? And at the moment, Brighton look a little bit better. I think we've seen a bit more sort of creativity in the midfield, even if it's just moving the ball left to right. It's been a little bit slicker from Brighton, but still not being able to really create any key chances for the Brighton attackers. And, you know, Crystal Palace, why not? Especially when Robert Sanchez is kicking the ball out of play off passes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I've got to agree. This is anyone's taking. Guys. It really is. So, look, coming up to the 60-minute mark, half an hour to go. They are trying to make a game of it. And they're not resting on their laurels to just say, 1-0 is good enough. Both teams are not happy with the scoreline so far. So, and you can see that with Palace. They really are going out on the front foot to try and attack. And a Wilfried Zaha goal will really make my evening with a clean sheet. So I'm all aboard that now. My scoreline prediction has completely changed to 2-0 Palace. And that's the way you like it. So there we go.
You can tell when Fraser's swapping between the streams because on yours he comes up because he's got that fantastic green membership badge next to his name. I wonder how you get one of those, Josh.
I think you can click the link in my pinned comment if you want mine. Or there's a big button that says join. And it's cheap as 99p if you want to get a membership and have a badge like Fraser.
99p.
Absolutely. 99p. Oh. Cheaper than an ice cream from an ice cream van these days.
Exactly.
Here we go. Zaha, edge of the box. And he's absolutely clattered by Duffy. And it's going to be another corner. But as I said, these corners from Palace have been absolutely dog dirt. So there we go. Yes, it was Curly. A very slight, very good from Sam. Absolute throw at this game. But yeah,
I must say, I'm getting no pay for this. So I'm
paying him in digestives.
I don't even have that.
Palace Ultras going wild. Milojevic. He actually puts it at the front post this time, but doesn't beat the first man. You get in there. You're going to work it one day. Zaha swings it in. Anderson heads it across. Mark, oh my God, what is Gay trying to do there? He's going for a bicycle kick. I was expecting him to use his head there. Remember, you are a centre-half, and you're probably not known for acrobatics like that. But, hey, Danny Ings has inspired everyone this season to try that. Because, obviously, he scored the best bicycle kick the world's ever seen this season. No, it wasn't. But it was all right. To be fair. But I've seen
it was a good
cleaner
goal.
bicycle kicks. I've seen cleaner bicycle kicks, but it was still great.
Jesus, Wilco, who's just said, I've had my bank account hacked and someone's stolen 200 quid. Are you sure you didn't spend 200 quid on FIFA points?
Yeah.
Very suspicious timing, that. But
Fraser's right. The £2.99 one's cheaper than some ice cream. Yeah, it's cheaper than a tub of Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah. And Curly, I don't have a special membership because I'm not at 1,000 yet. So I don't even know when you can do it. I think it's 1,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a long time coming.
It'll be good by Christmas.
Christmas.
How's that foul, ref? You let the other one go. Cucurella wins a foul here. Game is heating up a little bit. There's a few tackles going in there, and it's referee's just Andre Malin. He's just got to get control of this. But Graham Potter cutting a very frustrated figure. He looks annoyed because simply, he's changed the shape, he's changed a bit of personnel. But for me, apart from that one attack in the first 5 minutes, Brighton haven't entered the Palace final third. Nowhere near enough.
It's all been Crystal Palace, hasn't it? It's just all sort of going that way, and they've not been able to get out. When they do get out, it's stopped nicely and quickly and right at the source. And so there's no surprises that Graham Potter hasn't been able to work his magic.
The man I don't like, Neil Moped, you'd think he's not even on the pitch. I've hardly seen Moped being involved.
Isn't that a good thing, though, Josh, if you don't like it?
Yeah, it's a very good thing. But we'll see. Here's Welbeck, who plays really bad sideways pass. Actually, who's that down injured? Oh, this isn't good. Alzate's just come on. He's down injured off the ball, holding it. I think he's coming straight off.
Yeah, I think he just went. Does he just go down?
Yeah,
it looks like he just goes down as he passes the ball to Cucurella. Looks a little bit painful.
Number 15's coming on. Is that Jakob Moder coming on, I think? Number 15. So, yeah, bit of a blow, really, because Alzate's just come on.
Bit of a waste of a sub as well.
Yeah, you do get frustrated as a manager. Going, come on, I've tried to change the game with you coming on, and you've gone down like this. So
you've got legs like Weetabix. Why have you done that?
Yeah. But yeah, it's a tackle on Ayew that he gets himself into a bit of a pickle with, and it's not gone down too well there. I think he gets his left ankle gets caught under Ayew as he twists and turns, and it's a bit minging. It's a bit minging, that one. Not gonna lie. Not pretty, that. But there we go. There we go. So the sub, we're just waiting for the sub. They can't force the sub to come on because he's still receiving treatment. So we await this sub to come on.
I like the alternate badge of Brighton on this kit. Just on a completely different note that isn't related to the football whatsoever. It looks really nice.
Yeah. And Graham Potter has a full beard. That is his secret to winning this season. Beards. Sam will tell you the recipe to a good beard must be it. But
that's why you should subscribe to my channel. That is exclusively what my channel is. I heard if you subscribe to my channel, you get a good beard.
Absolutely. He is coming off. He's now limping off, and it is Jakob Moder who's coming on. A good player, Jakob Moder. I do rate Jakob Moder actually a lot. So he's coming on now. But yeah, we'll keep plugging away. We'll keep looking for some more action. And again, Alzate, I wouldn't exactly say that his Brighton career has been magical. It's been a very hit and miss, to be honest. So yeah, Jakob Moder is on the Polish international. And Wilco, you can't give up. Don't give up on your YouTube channel. Everyone goes through a bit of tough times. It's not easy. You hit walls.
Yeah, I was going to say, Wilco, don't you remember in June where I uploaded like 15 videos in a row and just got like nothing at all, no traction whatsoever, and then I did one random stream and got an extra 30 subs. Like, you don't know when it will happen.
Bit of a break.
Yeah, Josh will tell you about a break, won't you?
Yeah,
Josh?
you need a bit of a break, but also you got to do it. And if you enjoy it, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
You don't do YouTube. If you're doing it because you're just chasing the subs and that, you've got to do it because you enjoy coming on. You enjoy speaking to people. You enjoy creating content. Otherwise, there's no point. If you do anything in life that you don't enjoy, don't do it. Don't do it. Simple as that. So listen, it's tough. It's not easy, but do it because you want to do it and because you enjoy it. Don't always judge numbers. And good cross there from Yakamoda. Great start by Yakamoda. Gets on this right hand side, puts a great ball in, and old what's his face? Mark Gate clears it for a corner. Setter. Josh is so wise, like Gandalf the Grey. I don't think I've ever been referred to like Gandalf. I wish I had a. Wow, Sam probably could grow a beard like Gandalf the Grey. Maybe not me. But yeah.
Who just asked, what does it feel like to have a beard? I don't know how to answer that. What's that?
You let us know, Fraser, when you grow one. You'll grow one day, Fraser. Here's Gallagher, and he runs into.
I feel like we might be waiting quite a few years for our subs to grow a beard. I think they're quite a substantial gap younger than us both, and that's coming from me at 22.
Yeah, but yeah, fair enough, Wilkie. You've got to do things. Don't force yourself to do things if it's not right for you, if it's not what you're enjoying. Because otherwise it just becomes, a chore.
Yeah, but don't feel obliged to do it either. No. Like, just because it's there, don't feel obliged to do it. Do it when you want to do it. Some of the best YouTubers like only upload like once a month. If your video is a good enough idea, upload it. If it's not a good idea, don't upload it. It's as simple as that. If you think it's got potential, give it an upload. Just on Alzate before he went off, because you will have noticed that I noticed he sort of, as he went to pass the ball to Cucurella, he got hurt, and then he's got hurt again by Ayew, I think, on 2 separate occasions. And I think the first one maybe would have been like, oh, that hurt. And the second one, definitely, he's now off the field. So it doesn't look good for him. But maybe, who knows, it might be the substitution that they need to bring on.
Yeah. Here's Zaha. They're running at Veltman. Zaha, step over, step. He just runs into Veltman there. You've actually got to take the ball with you, Wilf. But there we go. Benteke is stripped and ready to come on. Interesting. Is that going to be for Ayew? And does Edouard get pushed out wide? I can't imagine Edouard coming off. I can't imagine that Edouard.
To be honest, has he done that much?
I still think he's got the best eye for goal in terms of what Palace could offer. I mean, Zaha's not that clinical, as we've seen. But, yeah, interesting. Who will bet? Or do they go 2 up top? We'll have to see. We'll have to see what he does there. But Brighton already, with this change in Jakob Moda, trying to regain possession and doing all right here. And here is Jakob Moda attacking Tyreek Mitchell. And it's all Brighton. They're actually in the Palace final third. Not where they've been for a while, to be honest. And they go all the way back and rebuild.
I think the one thing that makes the difference between like Wilfred Zaha and Yannick Bolasie is Bolasie actually used to do stuff when he did skills. Like he would get by a player, then put the ball in. And I think we almost all underrated Bolasie a bit because Zaha was there as well.
Yeah, interesting. Seto saying he would switch Zaha for Watkins. For me, not in a million years, Seto. Watkins is a goat. He's so good. So underrated, actually, still. I'm confident to say he's underrated. I don't think many people outside of Villa recognise how good he is because he is so key in what he does on and off the ball. His work rate off the ball is a joke. He's so fit, so athletic, so strong. But I also think his hold-up play, his running behind, he's so much more effective than Zaha. If Zaha couldn't do step-overs, Zaha would be nothing. I'm telling you, if Zaha didn't have the odd step-over and a little trick, I actually don't know where I'd go with Zaha. And here he is now. There's a step-over. Watch him score. I mean, loses the ball again. Zaha, man, you're going to dribble, right? Actually go round the player. Don't just expect them to move out the way. It's like doing my head in. Yeah, interesting. Interesting that people don't recognise Watkins like that.
I think the thing is, I think Ollie Watkins is, just to bring it back, He's a bit like Mason Mount. He kind of goes about his day. He does his business, doesn't get all the praise. And at the end of the day, everyone goes, oh, Danny Ings, oh, Jack Grealish, whoever scored all the goals. Oh, well done. But he's there quietly going about scoring 10, 12, 15 goals a season. But he just sort of ticks along. So I think that's probably the reason. I can't personally say if I think he's overrated or underrated or whatever, because I don't watch enough of Aston Villa.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know better than anyone. That's
I genuinely think he get, even by the own fan base sometimes, I don't think we appreciate him as much as we should. Edouard does come off with Luka Milivojevic. So Edouard and Milivojevic off, Benteke and Czech Kouyaté. So interesting. He has taken Edouard off. He's gone with the big man, Benteke's. Let's see what happens there. Benteke's going to give us some great goals. I still love Benteke's. Sam's not loving my Benteke's comment. He's just got some tackers in him. In front of goal, he scored some great goals for Villa. He's never done it since. But watch Benteke's do bits now.
Oh God,
I love that name. I've never called him his actual real name, Benteke. It's always Benteke's. Oh, Zaha, you clown! Oh, a bit of a scrap going on here. He miscontrols the ball. I love it when Zaha loses his head because he's an idiot like that. I don't know what I'm hating on Zaha because I actually want him to do well for my fantasy team. I'm too immersed in the game. But there. And Curly's comparing Watkins to Bobby Firmino, which is probably a fair comparison.
What about Seto's? For me, Watkins and Werner are the same. Miss some more. The talents are okay. I give you that.
Watkins misses I don't know if he misses that many because he missed some against Chelsea and then he missed one against United. I see what you mean though. If he can improve that edge of his game, wow, what a player!
It's always a difficult one being a striker anyway, isn't it? Like there's so much. Josh is saying about me loving Wilfried Zaha, and that's just a reference to his podcast where he kept repeatedly using the word touching instead of like talking about. But anyway, I think with Werner and Watkins, you just get players who aren't as clinical, but they offer other things to the squad, and that's what you need to bear in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, last 17 minutes or so in this game, plus stoppage time. I reckon we've got probably 16, 17 minutes of action here. And we're looking for some drama. We're looking for some action. And a goal in the next sort of 5-10 minutes, next 5 minutes would really make a cracking ending, especially if it was Brighton who scored. Obviously, I don't necessarily want that, but it would be an interesting one if they do. But it is a Brighton corner. And it looks like it's going to be Pascal Grobe who takes this. Of course, they've got those aerial presence of Dunk. They've got Duffy in there. No Dan Burn anymore, so they have lost a little bit of height. But Duffy and Dunk will definitely be the targets. And Pascal Grobe puts his hand up, and it comes in.
Josh, I'm going to have to correct you on the pronunciation of Pascal Gross.
Oh, is it Gross, is it? I thought some people called him Grobe.
No, it's because he's German, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a different letter in German. It means a double S. I could just picture Erin in the back of my head as someone who's done German at uni. I could just picture her in the back of my head going, "It's gross, it's gross."
Yeah.
So
Pascal Gross.
Yeah, gross.
I remember that.
Not gross. If it's that letter, I can't remember what it's called. That's always a double S because that's why it says Fußball.
Guess who's down injured for Brighton?
Moda.
No, the one who always gets injured, even more than the other one.
Oh, Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, Welbeck's down injured now, and it looks like Connolly's going to come on for him. So, there we go. It sums it up. Danny Welbeck injured. Again, it's just like muscular injuries always picks them up. And
it's weird how some players are built like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Yeah. So Connolly's going to come on for Welbeck. Brighton's last change. They've used all 3 subs now. Big up Hainsey, who's in. Big up the Haynes. But yeah, it's Welbeck who limps off, and Aaron Connolly. Seto saying Welbeck still plays football. Surprised. You would be, wouldn't you? You would be a little bit, Seto. He's just one of those. Just one of those. I actually quite like this Connolly. He's a bit of a hothead. Again, but he's got a little bit of talent about him. But
he's still quite young as well, isn't he? I think he's about my age, isn't he?
Yeah. But this is the thing. If he gets injured, Welbeck, they're left with two strikers. Oh my God, Ben Tackers is through. Tackers to Are you to kill the goal? Oh my God, are you, Mr. Zucker? The Tackers nearly had an assist because that's what he does. Oh.
I was that confident from your thing. I'd loaded up Photoshop ready to have the
honestly
overlay changed.
Benteke, he slides through Ayew. I know he's a little bit wide right there, Ayew, but it's simple. It's simple. You expect a player like him to score. Dunk gets engaged. Ayew is in the penalty area, level of the penalty spot, slightly to the right. I'm ready to go 2-0 Palace because I think that's a fantastic chance. And the more I look at, oh my God, you need to go across the keeper. You need to go across the keeper there, Jordan Ayew. Instead, he's trying to go for the near post. And I don't understand why he's gone for the near post. I don't understand why he's gone for the new post. Have to go across the keeper. Have to go across the keeper there. And poor Tackers. Tackers does everything that needs to happen. Draws Lewis Dunk. Slides in Ayew. Madness that a player like Ayew can't recognise. You have to go across the keeper there.
Big tackle as well from Conor Gallagher in the first place.
Yeah.
To take the ball away. But you are right. He should do better. And then if you go across the keeper as well, Wilfred Zaha following in. If he parries it, he parries it.
Yeah. If the keeper saves it, there's a tap in for Zaha. But you work it across the keeper there. And I'm just baffled at that decision. Here comes Brighton the other end, though, and it's Cucurella. Cucurella with, what a shambolic cross.
Cucurella got booked in that, by the way.
Yeah, it was a bad tackle on Gallagher.
Yeah.
As Seth said, man, Gallagher guy took such a big tackle. It was a big tackle by Cucurella, but I love the way Gallagher got straight back up. Yeah. He literally got wiped out and straight back up.
Proper Chelsea breed, that's why.
Yeah. But yeah, Ayew got to do so much better there. Really has. Another ex-Aston Villa player, Jordan Ayew. But here we go. Oh, Trossard wrestling with Mitchell. Trossard. I won't be surprised, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if Brighton win a penalty the other end and it equals out just a penalty each. Something like that. A clumsy challenge. Something like that. But 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes to go.
Ian's proper just tickled me there. Josh Wilkinson put, what nationality is everyone? And Ian put, I'm Scouse.
Love that from you, Ian. Love that from you.
That proper tickled me.
Love that, Ian. I think I'm going to do Porto-Liverpool tomorrow night. I actually can't bring myself to watch Man City and Jack Grealish. I'm still struggling with it, Sam.
Heartbreak.
I watched him in the Carabao Cup because I knew he wasn't in the squad. Which was funny against thing, but I can't watch Grealish in a Man City shirt celebrating when he scores a goal like he did the other week.
When it hits his knee.
Yeah, it just makes me ill.
And then he has the nerve to do the Memphis Depay celebration.
Yeah, that's exactly why I can't watch Man City. Things like that. It just makes me feel ill. So I'd rather watch. I think I'm a secret Liverpool Champions League fan. If I had to be really honest, I think I'm a little bit of a closet Liverpool Champions League fan. Because Mo Salah, Mane and Jota are so fun to watch.
Curly's least favourite footballer is Grealish. Maybe you and Curly will get along.
I fell out with Grealish since this summer.
Yeah. I think I'll be doing Chelsea on Wednesday. I think I might go to the gym tomorrow night for the first time in a while.
Love that. Zaha. Oh, he's fouled by Trossard and he takes about 20 sausage rolls. And Trossard's going to get booked there. On there. Seto, if it makes you happy, Josh, I don't think Jack will be a regular on City. They have too many players in the squad. Unfortunately, they say he is seeming to be a regular, which is also annoying because I would love to see him almost claim to win a trophy if he sits on the bench, but Pep likes him. But Leandro picks up a yellow card there. So that's 2 Brighton bookings in the last couple of minutes. Cucurella and now Trossard. Look, 10 minutes to go. Still 1-0 Palace. There's a free kick wide left here. Sam, how are you feeling? Do you think there's going to be another goal in this game, or do you think this is it?
I am lacking confidence by the second. As the seconds drain away from me, I am lacking all confidence in either team scoring. And to be honest with you, I just want a Wilfried Zaha another goal now. They've scored, so might as well.
Let me.
Might as well give me some more fantasy
up there. Gallagher basically doing catching practice with Robert Sanchez. It's like he's warming the goalkeeper up. What they do in the warm-up. The free kick wide left, straight into the hands of Sanchez. He claims it. And Brighton sort of mess up their attack there. And Ayew gives away a foul and then kicks the ball away as well. But game is on a little bit of a knife edge. The game is actually on a little bit of a knife edge at the moment because the tackles, as we said, are heating up. There's a few more fouls coming. And the pressure of Brighton needing to find that equaliser is getting more and more real. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we get any late drama. I like that from Code. Who makes more unproductive runs, Zaha or Traore? Zaha just runs into players. At least Traore sort of runs around players. Zaha genuinely just hopes the player will either foul him or move out the way. It's one of them.
But the thing is, Traore, like if Traore runs into people, they will then be in hospital.
Yeah.
With concussion, so he doesn't have that option.
Yeah. And Ian's going to the pub to watch the Liverpool tomorrow. I love that, Ian. I love that. Porto away. Tough game.
It will be. I'm sure Geordie Spence Curley will be watching that one.
Yeah, tough game.
Big Porto fan. So.
Ooh. Trossard foul? No. Zaha and Trossard. There's a little Zaha to get booked. It's happening. Zaha to get booked is happening. He's losing his temper. Can he keep his cool? I don't think so. I could even see him scoring and getting booked as he scores, shushing the fans or something. Like that. But
really? You can see someone scoring?
Yeah. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there, aren't I?
Just a little bit.
A little bit ahead of myself there. But I can see something magical like that, yeah. But Wilfried Zaha is definitely doing that. He's definitely getting booked. But yeah, Gallagher there. He now fouls Cucurella. And that's another bad challenge. The challenges are coming in, Sam. The challenges are coming in thick and fast. Gallagher does pick up a booking himself there for that. And
it took a while to get the first yellow, and now they're sort of just sprinkling in quite quickly now.
They're coming wild, aren't they? They're coming wild. Here's Cucurella. Swings it in. Headed away by Anderson. Lallana edge of the box. This is where the penalty's going to come. Got that feeling. Ball comes in from Veltman. Cleared by Anderson. And Veltman has it. Again, probing, pressing, hoping that they can create something out of nothing here. But at the same time, I don't really think they have that quality to do so. And Guaita's in his hands. Yeah, I'm convinced we're going to see a Zaha scrap coming up soon, Sam.
Yeah, there seems to be a few heavier tackles going in, and Wilfried Zaha is definitely someone who likes to spit his dummy out pretty quickly.
Yeah. Trossard's tried to nail him a few times. But yeah, I don't know, Seto. Some people sing in the crowd, no, hey, goodbye. Is that because Brighton won't be leading the Premier? If so, the crowd are such trolls. Yeah, they got a bit. I did just see a cameraman go to someone else waving. Don't know what that's about. Don't know what's happening. But you might be right. Blowing away their Premier League dominance. Had to be Palace to stop them, wouldn't it? If so.
Yeah, but you got to be a believer, haven't you? Brighton and Hove Albion, Premier League winners 21-22. So
yeah.
You've got to back the boys.
It's not over, though. Not over. Who knows? And Ayew is going to come off for Jeffrey Schlupp. I mean, another player that you just think, Jeffrey, how are you still kicking about, Jeffrey Schlupp? How are you still kicking about? But he is, and he's coming off.
The play's starting to be a bit more dictated by Brighton. I mean, you would assume that considering they're down going into the last 5, but You never know. You never know with Brighton, do you? Especially when they get the big boys up from the back. Crikey, that was a lot of B's in that sentence. But when they do that, they've got plenty of potential to score. It's just whether they can actually do something with the ball, because at the moment it just seems to be hopeless looking forward to two strikers or a striker and a converted winger who aren't really doing too much.
Did Gallagher get booked for that challenge?
He did, yes.
He did. He's got to go carefully. He's just made another foul, and then he's tried to stand on the ball, stopping Brighton play quickly. Gallagher just needs to remind. I think Mariners just told him, remember, you're in yellow, pal. Yeah, big up Wilco. Sounds nice, that little essay. Appreciate that. You know, that's nice. Nice of you to do that. Here we go then. Zaha pressing. I'm telling you, he's going to kick someone, Zaha. And he's Brighton overplaying out from the back. Palace putting a massive press on. MacArthur charging up. They play out here. Trossard. Oh, lovely from Brighton. They get out of that press really nicely. Here's Veltman. Nice pass into Pascal Gross. Into Connolly. Tries to get through. What a tackle that is by Anderson. Wow. Anderson, you goat. Benteke's. Come on, lad. Hold that up. And here we go. I actually need the Palace clean sheet now more than ever. Come on, boys. Come on, the Palace. Come on, the Eagles. Defend like this. Cucurella has it. Goes out wide. Into Connolly. Connolly back to Cucurella. All Brighton now. Into Mope. Mope gets jammy. Oh, my God. I thought they were going to foul him there. This is back to the wall stuff from Palace. The cross comes in. And Zaha is going to collect this. Zaha is going to try and run Veltman. Zaha goes down. Zaha, nice tackle on Veltman there. He wants a goal kick, and he gets it. And Zaha doing his defensive work there and duties. But as I said, he is on a bit of a knife edge, Zaha. You know, he could go one way or the other. It's either getting him back in to defend, or it's going to get him sent off. It's one or the other, isn't it? It's one or the other. Just got to contain it, Wilfred Zaha.
That's always been the problem with Wilfred Zaha, though.
Yeah.
The amount of times you've seen him get sent off, he's like Jamie Vardy. He's just someone who, if you get him in the wrong mood, you get him in the wrong mood, don't you? And they'll commit to something, and then they'll be like, oh, for God's sake. It's like with Tanganga. I think he was very lucky himself to not have been, more severely punished in the Spurs game. I don't know if you remember seeing that, but
yeah. Tackers tries to flick it on, and it's a Brighton throw. You got under 2 minutes of normal time plus stoppage. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Brighton can create anything. Not with a long ball like that from Brighton. And Zaha's probably going to get man of the match because he scored the goal, because that's what they do.
But to be honest, there's not really been a standout player in that sense either. It's all just sort of been, you've been all right. I don't really know what else I can say about anyone. Zaha scored a goal. Conor Gallagher, I think he's been quite good on the ball.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not really too much I can say.
Yeah. Here's Zaha. Referee says foul back there. Yeah, Brighton have got a free kick here. They've sent everyone forward. It's on the left-hand side, probably about 40 yards from goal, but they're going to obviously put in an in-swinging cross. And Duffy signalling that he wants it whipped in a nice area. And we'll see. It is Pascal Gross over this free kick. Duffy's up. Dunks up, as you would expect. The ball comes in. Oh, my God. Massive chance there from Duffy. Massive chance from Duffy. He gets his yud on it. And he beats Anderson in the air, straight down the middle. Schlupp, man of the match. Big up, Jeffrey. He actually beats Benteke as well in the air. It's a pretty good header, that, but it's two down the middle. We're going to see how much stoppage time is going to be left, guys. And yes, Tackers, that's class. Gives it to Schlupp. And MacArthur goes into Zaha. Here he is. Go on then, Zaha. Go do something. Just don't dribble into someone. He passes into Mitchell. 5 minutes added, though. And he tries a little flick there, Zaha. Silly. And Brighton went, why have you tried that, Zaha? Why have you tried that? Very, very silly move. Very silly move.
Shout out to CRX7HD. I appreciate it. subbing from Josh's channel.
Good
Appreciate the love. Thank you, buddy.
Corner to Palace. Corner to Palace. Duffy gives away a corner. So we've already nearly had 1 minute of the stoppage time. The Palace Ultras are going wild. There's a bloke with a microphone with his top off, getting the Palace Ultras going. And
Rumour has it that is Oliver.
Oliver's revealed his true identity. He's actually in the Palace Ultras. So there we go. And Gallagher's going to have this corner. Gallagher's the man, isn't he? He is the man. And Zaha and Benteke are short there in the corner. Take's going to... Oh, my God. What are you doing, man? Why has Take's tried that? He's tried to hold the ball. Tried a little flick and just got absolutely snapped. So there we go. Tyreek Mitchell into Gallagher. Oh, referee's giving a free kick away there. And Gallagher, whoa, Gallagher, you're on a yellow already, lad. You're on a yellow already. Why are you trying to stand on the ball? What a crazy lad. What a crazy, crazy lad Gallagher is. I know he's doing the right thing, slowing the game down, but you don't do that when you've already been booked.
Yeah, let someone else take the punishment.
Yeah. Kukurea, Benteke. Oh, God, he's having a mad moment of losing the ball. And Brighton have it. They're going to pump it in the box. They do. Pascal Gross pumps it in. Dunk heads it to Lallana. Lallana up to Jakob Moda. Moda heads it straight into the hands of Guaita, who goes down, catches the ball, and goes to the deck to slow the game down, as you do. And there we go. There we go. What's Curve saying? Josh, the last leg of my bet is your next game at Spurs. Prediction, please. Oh, God. I actually do fancy Villa, Curve. I'm not even just saying it because I'm a Villa fan. If you watched us play against Chelsea and you watched us play against United, you'll know why. So back us. Gallagher gets a bonus, Josh, if he gets a red. And Wilco's put Sam's channel in my link, guys. Yeah, if there is anyone from Sam's channel who hasn't subbed to me as well, do that. But
yeah, feel free.
Oh my God.
As the little brother of the channel, I don't think there will be, but
yeah,
I'll try and get my own subs.
And his Brighton is Cucurella. Last 2 minutes, guys. Last 2 minutes. Here is Trossard gives it to Pascal Gross. Pascal Gross crosses it in. All the centre halves are up. Guaita punches it. Zaha flicks it, and Zaha chasing after the ball. And he's going against Veltman, and Veltman goes down. And, what's going off here? Guaita's now hurt. I can't wait, Curve. Let me know all the details tomorrow in the Champions League one of your bet. I'm always interested in what you're doing. But I've got a feeling about Villa doing Spurs over. The only thing is that Jamie Carragher basically went through everything that went wrong with Spurs the other day, tonight. So if you're Nuno and you're part of the Spurs coaching staff, take notes of what Jamie Carragher did, because he absolutely exposed your midfield weakness. So, yeah, that's what we don't want to see. But hey-ho. That's what it's all about. But, yeah, Guaita's down hurt, injured. Is this time wasting? Probably. And he is going to take this big goal kick.
I was just going to say, I don't know why it's taken Brighton 90 minutes to start playing some half-decent football in the attacking third.
Oh, my God. Neil Mopé's in. Neil Mopé has scored. No.
What great timing that was. See, my 3-1 prediction's still on. The look of a man, ladies and gents, who hates Neil Mopé. There's rumours that it's offside.
How? This comes from a goal kick, Guaita, you idiot. No, he's onside by a country mile. Oh, my God. Guaita, you are a prat. The worst goal kick I've ever seen. It looks like a Sunday League goal kick, like a kid who can't take a goal kick and they try and get the centre half to do it. What is that? Mopé goes and does a stupid celebration where he goads them, and Patrick Vieira drops to the floor. You can see from a goal kick like that, my fantasy team, I needed that draw. I
Oh my
needed the
gosh.
1-0 win to win. I was there. I'd beaten Liam Phipps, and that's conceded. And oh my
Oh my.
God. It's
What?
just disgusting.
I can't believe that's come back so easily. It literally just pings straight back, doesn't it? That
goal
is
kick.
mental.
That goal kick.
It's
What are
not
you
like he's
doing?
not hit it
It's
far.
down the middle of the pitch. It's down
There
the middle
needs to be a first winner on that from Crystal Palace, and no one has won it.
Not even that. Not even that. I'll tell you what does need to happen. The ball needs to go in a channel. And Zaha and Mope having a big argument. The referee blows full-time whistle. Oh, I feel ill. There I was. Just won my fantasy draft. And that.
Oh my gosh.
Flip.
Well, the thing is, like, fair play, Morpie stayed.
Oh, there's a
stayed
scruff
switched
going on here. Sanchez is involved. Who else was involved? I bet Zaha's at the central of this, isn't he?
Of course he is. When isn't Zara in the middle of stuff like that?
What's happened there? Something's all gone off and wild. I can't believe that. It is Zaha. You can see his face. I think Zaha's going to throw it straight in the car. Neil Mope as well. He does that stupid celebration and he goaded the fans. I would drop Mope if I ever met him.
Yeah,
Zaha,
there was a bit of gobbing off, wasn't there, between Zaha and Morpay. There was a flare that was on the side as well.
Yeah. Unbelievable, Jeff. Mope going to the Brighton fans. He saved them. He has absolutely saved them. So there we go. I can't believe this. Can't believe this.
Wow. What a turnaround. Like, I literally said they've done nothing all game. They've taken 90 minutes to turn up. And that's all Brighton needed. And maybe last season, that wouldn't have happened. Last season, that probably wouldn't have happened. They probably wouldn't have scored. They probably wouldn't have, wouldn't have been in that position. And Neil Maupay probably wouldn't have finished it himself because, he's not been that clinical. But tonight, of all nights, when the team needed him, they've stepped up and he's slotted it home. And it's not like it's an awful goal kick either from the goalkeeper.
I think it's shocking. I've just seen it again. I don't understand.
I think the problem isn't with Gator. I think the problem is with that first ball being won. It still gets to the halfway line, the goal kick, but there's no Crystal Palace player to win that first ball. And if you do that, you invite pressure onto you. And that's what they've done. And Neil Maupay's just stayed switched on. And Curly's saying the title challenge is still on. Exactly. The title challenge for Brighton Hove Albion is still on.
Oh, my fantasy draft. I'm actually going to see how many points I lost by. Oh no. I think I've lost by 1 point. Which makes me violently ill. So he's on 37. He can't have any more. Oh no, I'm on 35. So what I'm hoping for is bonus points to win.
From
Zaha. Bonus points. This is where it gets tense now. I've got Gator, Anderson, and Zaha. If one of them picks up bonus points, I'm in with half a chance here.
Well, is Gator going to pick up? Is Gator going to pick up bonus points?
Oh, come on, he made a few saves. No. Right, I'm just refreshing. Right, guys, I need a Zaha 3 bonus points, and I win. 3 bonus points for Zaha is all I can go with. Otherwise, I lose the draft.
Big money on the line for Josh Wring. What a night. Oh, what a night.
Unbelievable. But hey, look, I said there was last minute drama the last time Palace and Brighton met, and it was Palace who did it. It was Benteke's who scored an unbelievable half volley at the Amex. It's just role reversal tonight. It is role reversal, and
absolutely,
that's football. Why is FPL not telling me who's got the bonus points then? Hurry up. This is too tense. It's too tense. How do I know?
Apparently, Maupay's got 3 points. Curly's just said.
No. Don't give me that. Don't tell me that. Curly, do
I
not
really
tell
hope
me
that's true.
that he
Veltman
is
2,
just...
apparently.
Huh?
Veltman 2.
I
Sanchez
just...
1, apparently. That's according to Curly. I don't know how reliable Curly is, but
Curly, you having me on here? Curly, are you really trying to wind me up? Chris Corona sent up the Albion. The Albion have saved themselves. It's not being announced on the Twitter page. So where on earth is this coming from Curly? Because he's having me on the strings here now. Fixtures and results. Here we
I'm
go.
not, I promise. He says he's being legit. He says he's being legit.
He is. Mope, 3 bonus points. You've got to be kidding me, FPL. You've got to be kidding me. Veltman on 2 and Sanchez on 1. What a joke. What a joke. I've just seen it, Curly, myself. I've just seen it. What a joke that is.
Oh, my gosh. What
That
a night for Josh Wring.
What has Veltman done? Mope was non-existent, then he scored a goal. I
think Veltman got the assist, didn't he?
Yeah, get in the bin. Get in the bin.
Players are gobbing off with the crowd as well.
Wow. Players fighting with the crowd, says Seto.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. It's just basically the Brighton fans, Brighton players winding up the Crystal Palace fans as they walk off. Few hand gestures here or there, sort of thing. But and Sky Sports News, UEFA drops legal action against Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Juventus. What a surprise about the Super Cup! What a surprise! But that's probably a completely different video. Yeah. What a shame for Derby County who've been, put into admin and people like that. But
I can't believe that. Sato's right. Mope gets more bonus points and goals in the last 3 games. Oh, so well. Chris saying Brighton will beat Arsenal. I mean, Brighton that's the thing. With all of this, Palace, we talk about Palace probably looking better. The only thing that Palace did was get a penalty, to be fair. Brighton were they didn't exactly allow chance after chance. You had the IU half chance. If we go back to it, if we really break it down, IU had the best chance in that second half. He should have scored, and he didn't. Danny Welbeck had a chance to make it 1-0 in the first half. He had a big chance. But apart from that, guys, it's very few chances again conceded by Brighton on their goal. So, yeah, I don't know what you reckon, Sam, but Brighton will be good this season, won't they? They'll be fine, won't they? They'll be absolutely fine, I think. Yeah,
I think Brighton have got sort of too many points already. They sort of fill me with confidence getting up to that 13 mark so quickly. 7 more and they're halfway there, and they could get them quite easily. They could get 3 points against an Arsenal side that have had so far a season of 2 halves, haven't they? 3 good games, 3 not so good games. I say good games, 3 wins. But I think Brighton will be fine. I think you look at it tonight, there was that half opportunity as well for Odson Edouard, where he shot from about 20 yards out, but that was really never going to challenge someone like Sanchez in goal. So Brighton, I wouldn't be surprised if they finished 11th or 12th. I'm always worried because they aren't the most clinical, because we've got the likes of Danny Welbeck, you've got the likes of Neil Maupay, who, as we've seen tonight, can score a goal when he wants to score a goal, but that's a completely different thing, isn't it? Wanting to score a goal and actually scoring the goals is completely different. And Crystal Palace tonight, I think they were unlucky, but also I think they were the better team for 90 minutes over the course of the game. But also, I don't think they did enough to win the game. I really don't. I think they didn't create enough. They didn't do enough to break the team down. And the substitutions which they did made had very, very little impact over the course of the final 30, 20, 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think you're right in terms of impact to substance. What are you trying to do to, really solidify the game? I think Palace got stuck in 2 minds. It was, do you go and win? Do you go and try and score that second and kill them? Or, do you defend and shape up? And to be fair, it was job done. And then just a moment of madness. Guaita takes the injury. I still think if you look, he runs up to the ball and strikes it really awkwardly. It's not a clean strike. I think maybe he rushed the injury. Maybe he wasn't actually ready to come back on and play. Oh, I say come back on and play, didn't go off, but ready to set himself. And then, as you said, there was no contact from a Palace player, first contact, way too easy over the top. And again, Guaita, I argue, should he have come off his line? He gives Maupay the chance to lob him. If he stays where he is, Maupay has to make a decision, which is either like drive to goal or stay. So yeah, it's an interesting one, that Sam, in terms of that collapse, so to speak. But
moment of madness, really. Moment to switch off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't make it easy. Doesn't make it easy for anyone.
It is, but hey, Monday Night Football. It's another game week done. It's another game week ticked off, and we sort of roll into Champions League European action now, don't we? For the rest of this week, and I know, obviously, Sam, being a Chelsea fan, you said about Wednesday, looking for probably a little bit of response, aren't you? Probably midweek. Obviously, the Manchester City game. Are you confident you'll see a good response from that Chelsea team?
I mean, I'd hope so. If you look at the squad, Pulisic and Mount were both out. I think especially Mount, I know I talk about him all the time, and I am a little bit obsessed with Mason Mount. I'll hold my hands up for that one. But I do think they were lacking some energy, and I think that's what he brings to the team. If he's back, if he's fit, if he's ready, I think he will have an impact. And this is a Juventus side, don't forget, that haven't been great so far this season. So anything can happen, though. Champions League, Juventus aren't slouches. On their day, they'll turn up and they'll play well. And they'll be deserved winners if they do come out on top. And Chelsea have a lot to learn, And I think that Man City game was proof there that, Thomas Tuchel has got it right on so many occasions against Pep Guardiola, but he didn't get it right on Saturday. Yeah. He didn't get it right on Saturday, and it wasn't a good way to start your weekend. That's all I'm saying.
Interesting. Just seeing the stats there as well for this game, sorry. Obviously, Robert Sanchez and James McCarthy must have had a bit of a bust up at the end of the game. The 90+7, something going on there. But what's interesting again is, Brighton, again, expected goals were lower than Palace's. And, the touches in the opposition box were very much lower as well. So it's still not quite that end product for Brighton yet. They're still not where they need to be. And my worry is that if, obviously, we saw Welbeck go off injured, Maupay is the only recognisable striker. What if Maupay gets chopped? If Maupay gets chopped, they are struggling. They are struggling badly to find a suitable replacement, in my opinion, to play up there. Because Connolly, as much as he's a young lad and exciting, really, let's be honest, what can he do? What can he really do to transform them? I can't understand it. So they need to get through to January, in my opinion, with no injuries in that area.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that goal again, and the amount of sort of mistakes that Crystal Palace make for Brighton to score. There's a mistake, obviously, from the keeper. It wasn't the greatest of kicks. I talked about them not winning that first ball, or even attempting to win the second ball, and then the ball's come over the top, and Gehi's just gone.
He's ducked.
Yeah, he's just left it.
He's ducked. What is he doing? What's he doing? Is he not checked his shoulder? Why is he ducked there? Mark Gay's actually ducked. You're right. He's actually ducked. MacArthur's reaction is hilarious as well. He is fuming. But Guaita stays put and it doesn't go in because he's given him a chance to lob him. But wow. Madness, Sam. Absolutely madness.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. And but we got through Monday night together. And it was good fun. Good to be on here with you. And did enjoy that. And looking forward to some Champions League action now going forward.
Yeah, aren't we all? Just final comments coming in. I feel like Brighton are a bit like Sheffield United were in their first season a couple of years ago because they don't score a lot, but their defence is good.
Yeah.
Valuable point there from Curly. But I think because by the looks of things, I look absolutely knackered. Josh looks knackered. All the excitement has killed Josh in the final few minutes, and we have got Champions League football. So be sure, if you haven't already, to go and subscribe to both of our channels. You can find the link to Josh's channel if you're on my channel in the description, and if not, my channel is here. Right. Oh, that way. There we are. Right there. Sam Redgate-Large. Exactly my name. Nice and easy to remember. Nice and easy to remember. Josh trying to work out which way he needs to point.
That's how tired I am. That's how tired I am. Head's fried. Head is fried. But yeah, and appreciate everyone for watching tonight. And I'm sure we'll be back for a joint stream again at some point in the season.
Yeah, will do. And of course, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button as well. Help us get up to our like goals for this evening. Last little thing from me. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And most importantly, guys, stay safe. Cheers.